morning, everybody. Hello, all. Welcome to JewelleryMaker. It's so nice to see everybody this morning. My name is Redican, but you can call me Becky. And today, it's a bit of an unusual one, to be honest, because today my guest designer, I'm joined by, it's actually her last show with us today, at the age she currently is. And because it's her birthday tomorrow, I'm joined today by the gorgeous Claire.
Oh, hello.
Good.
I was thinking then, oh no, is there something I'm not sure about?
Something you've not been told.
Oh dear.
You did know it was your birthday though, yeah?
Oh yeah, I did,
Oh,
yeah.
good,
Yeah.
just checking.
Yeah.
How does it feel to be the last day of your 20s?
Oh, I like it. Yeah, it's a little bit, you know, but I think I'll deal with being 30.
Yeah,
Be
do you
all right.
think so? Do you think you'll be all good?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. What are you doing for your birthday?
I'm having like a little family celebration. I might do a bit of shopping. Hopefully getting a kiln, which will be...
For silver clay pots.
bit of silver clay, bit of ceramics, bit of lamp working.
Have you done ceramics before?
I've got a degree in it.
Of course you do.
Yeah.
Of course you do. I did know that.
I know I'm a
yeah.
bit daft, but I have actually got a degree.
No, yeah,
Shocking,
I do recall.
isn't it?
No, I do recall. Now, if you don't mind me saying, I've been having a nosy in your little book.
Have you?
Yeah, and your sketching of your pieces today is, well, it's just stunning. Do you always sketch out your ideas?
Yes, I do.
Always?
Yeah. Yeah. If it's a figurative, or yes, I do.
Can I have a look at it? Do you mind if you show people?
Yes, you can.
do
But I
want me
wouldn't
to-
go, I wouldn't
can
go
hold
the page before.
You can go, pardon?
I wouldn't go the page before.
Oh, right. Oh, you've
Well,
not done
it's
the
different.
nudies again, have you? I told you about this.
There's my different notes for things, so...
That's just a list.
Yes, but I don't think everyone else wants to see my lists of things.
Oh.
Does it say, I don't
Be
like
my
Becky?
Valentine.
Becky.
Perfect peacock. Dad, mum, dad, mom, dad, Jan. I like that.
Don't
Good.
need any more now.
Have a little look, because this is going to give you an idea of exactly what we are. Isn't that amazing? Isn't it astonishing? Not just a wonderful jewellery maker, but an astonishing artist as well. They're phenomenal. These are the kind of your design ideas for your first kit, aren't they?
Yeah, gorgeous, gorgeous kits.
So you've managed to recreate those drawings in this jewellery. What kind of is your inspiration when you... Is it the kit name?
Yes, yeah. So I love the fact that Pip will give me some quite good... And because I'm quite literal, so I do, you know, if I can do it from the kit name, then that's my inspiration, yeah.
Yeah.
So.
They're just astonishing. I cannot wait for you to see these. Honestly, you're going to absolutely fall in love. And I think the hair, sort of the March hair and that sort of thing, it's quite nice connotations for this time of year, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, like Alice in Wonderland and things like that. So yeah, it's quite happy, isn't it?
It is
and lively.
really. Yeah.
Which
and
we need today.
Why?
I was a bit cold coming in. I was a bit cold and like half asleep.
Did you have to de-ice this morning?
No, not too much.
Did you not?
No, it was all
I
right.
did. Oh, I was there with me. I'll be honest, my bingo club cards thing scraping the window. Oh, I tell you what, Mecca are going to be very upset with me. It's lovely to be with you this morning, it really is. I've got some really special gemstones, I have to say. Obviously, I'm going to show you the opal first off, but please be fair warned. I've seen this out of this lighting circumstance, and it is absolutely phenomenal. I've seen it in this lighting stance, and it is slightly muted, but trust me, this is one of those gems that when you get it home, you're going to have such a big smile on your face because your expectations are going to be here, but the quality is here, truly. Take a little look at this. Brand new drops of opal. What do you think? Pretty sensational already, isn't it? But I'm gonna top it when you get this home. I'm so excited for everyone who gets to own this today. Could it be you? Will it be you? I really hope so, because it is spectacular. Good enough to put a smile on anyone's face today, I think. So that's gonna be coming up for you. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's going to be coming up for you very, very shortly indeed. I've actually got a really spectacular, big, almost pebbles of labradorite as well, which are very, very special. They're coming at you today too. Really stunning, stunning quality on those ones. Lots and lots of different colours you're getting throughout. You see that massive amount of pink then, isn't there? So you're getting this beautiful quality strand as well. And I've got loads of wire, which is fantastic because I feel like we haven't seen that much wire of late. Yeah,
there's a lot of wire in the kits.
Yeah, there is. There's loads of wire in the kits, isn't there? Which is fantastic. So I'm going to get started actually on some wire. It's the aluminium I'm going for. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. I've got for you here your aluminium wire. Have you worked with aluminium before?
Yes, yeah. That's the finer gauge one, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that's really good because you can actually weave with that. You can do some really good weaving.
Because what we'll say to you is this is of course a 1 mil. So normally we wouldn't suggest you use a normal 1 mil of our original wire for weaving, but aluminium you can, and it's all to do with the kind of inner core of it really, isn't it? It's nice and malleable.
It is. It's really, really, really good. Yeah, and so if you work with that one with the, you know, if you've got the 2 mil as well, I mean, you don't have to be, if you combine the two, you get some really, really, really good results.
You really do, and it's super forgiving, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, if I were to do that, if I were to bend, you know, your original wire this much in a 1 mil, it wouldn't be as easy as that to get all of those kinks out, would it?
No, not at all. And your hands would hurt a lot.
Yeah, it would. But this has got such a beautiful inner core, it really has, and that's because it's aluminium. And the weight of it is nice too. You've got a massive amount here. You've actually got 50 metres here. But the weight of it is beautiful. If you've never worked with aluminium wire before, I honestly encourage you to get it home to try it out. It's a whole different kettle of fish. And I would actually say, for those of you who perhaps do have dexterity problems, maybe, but you want the thicker gauge looks, working with this could be quite helpful, couldn't it?
Absolutely, and it's really good for you can make really chunky jewellery. So if you gizmoed it and then double gizmo, you get really, really beautiful. You can create sort of like almost like a crescent-shaped bead that looks like it's going to be really heavy, but it actually isn't, and it's really comfortable to wear.
It's astonishing. It's comfy to wear, it's easy to use, it's super forgiving. Even though it's a thick gauge, it's really, really good for weaving. And for 50 metres at this price, it's an absolute bargain. 50 metres, not 15, 50 metres. That's so good. It's making Claire kick things.
Sorry. I kicked them twice, didn't I? Sorry. Sorry.
It's all right. That's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah,
for
absolutely.
50 metres,
really, really good. Yeah, really good.
That is very special. And one thing I would say is, I know it's super malleable, but once you work hard on this, it goes super sturdy strong as well, doesn't it?
Because you can do it and you get beautiful, because you've still got that gauge there. You know, if you hammer it, texture it, it's, great. You get nice little dints in, nice texture.
You can absolutely texture it, which is beautiful. And if you do want to work hard on it, but keep that smoothness, it gives a beautiful look, doesn't it? It kind of almost pans out, it kind of thickens in areas, and it does go super duper sturdy. So don't look at this and go, oh, way up. I might make a beautiful piece of jewellery with that, but it's not going to stay that way, because it will. If you work hard and use your wire whack tool, use your hammer, it does go super duper sturdy. And I've got to say, the likes of Spellbinding, Laura Binding, uses this type of wire to create very, very simple rings that stay super duper sturdy. I just need to let you know I'm about to sell out of this, so I'm very quickly going to move on to the other colour. We've got another colour in this aluminium wire. What a great idea to be able to use the two together in a design, wouldn't it be? Just to let you know, nearly sold out of that one, okay? We've got some great deals for you today, and I know a lot of you are tuning in, so please do make sure you're checking out the baskets as soon as possible. If you're brand new and you don't have a clue what checking out your basket means, just means if you're watching us online, once you add it to your basket, do make sure you're checking out, because if you've just got it in your basket, you're just saying, oh, I quite like that, but you want to confirm it, or else you could well miss out on a lot of our deals today. If you're not watching us online, you want to get in touch on the phone, it's right at the bottom of your screen, 0800 644 655. It's free. Doesn't cost you a penny from the UK landline or even off your mobiles nowadays. £6.95 for your bronze colour and your millium wire. 1 mil on this today. Really, really sensational colouring. And I've got to say, if you wanted to add a little bit of a kind of almost vintage-esque feel, you could use this wire and the wire from the kit together, because you don't have to be afraid about using kind of the aluminium with other types of wire, do you, Claire?
No, not at all. No, absolutely. Combine the two. No problem at all.
We've got plenty of wire coming up in those kits for you today, and like I said, my lovely Claire is going to be springing into action with those beautiful March hair designs today. Okay, again, getting lower in stock than I would like to be on this, and therefore I do encourage you to check out as quickly as you possibly can. Good morning and welcome to every single one of you. Absolute delight for you to be with us this morning. Happy Thursday, everybody. Oh, it's your birthday on a Friday. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's tomorrow, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Yeah. Took a moment, that, didn't it? So, yeah, birthday on a Friday. Oh, that's nice. Are you going to have your family sort of do tomorrow night, are you?
No, Saturday.
Saturday night.
Yeah, well, a little bit of a one tomorrow and then Saturday. I thought I'd try and drag it out for as long as possible. I'd like it to last till about June, July.
We were literally having this conversation, myself and Kerry, the other day, weren't we? How long are you planning on dragging yours out for, Kerry? A good 2 weeks. Yeah. A good 2 weeks. Because yours birthday's technically already started, hasn't it?
Yeah, it started technically on Monday.
Technically it started on Monday. Obviously your birthday's not until the 31st.
Yeah.
But yeah, technically it started.
I absolutely agree. I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, I'm so on board with that, ladies. Well done, everybody. Okay, not a huge amount of these ones left at all. You were mentioning earlier on the thicker gauge of this, and I've actually got the thicker gauge now. Ooh. What do you like about the thicker gauge of the aluminium?
Well, that you can do things, you can create really effective designs very, very simply. I mean, there's I do it quite a lot. You know, the little rose ring. I think it was with you that I did it first, and then Lola had a go as well. And so, you know, if you were doing that with the you know, the copper-plated wire, it would just be too rigid.
Definitely.
But so I make these little rings all the time, and so does Lola, and they're really, really popular. So you know. And you could do it in the if it was copper, but it's a lot easier. It's a lot easier with the aluminium.
So this is the kind of design you can create with this.
Really simply.
Really simple, but a beautiful finish look. This is in the bronze colour as well, and got to say that the thinner gauge you've just had on is a beautiful colour match to it. So of course, working those two together, this is obviously your 1 mil, which is nearly sold out. This one's your 2 mil, so you can work those two colours together really, really beautifully, almost effortlessly. Again, it is a 2 mil, so you'd think really, really, really impossible to work, but again, so simple, even without tools. Your price point should have been almost £13, which actually, again, for 50 metres of 2 mil, amazing. £9.95. Boyety boy, that's more like a star buy price, that one, isn't it? That's astonishing, isn't it? That's amazing. You got the other for £6.95. You've got this one for £9.95. So therefore, you've got these two gauges that you can work really well together, and even for 100 metres worth of the two, it's been less than £20, hasn't it?
It's really good for wire writing as well. Really good.
Oh, that's good. Good idea.
Yeah, really good. Because, like you say, you don't need any tools, so you can just sort of do it like freehand.
Yeah, you can, absolutely. Yeah. Very simple to do indeed. I absolutely adore that idea. And you can use these for things like bangles, and I know we've talked about rings, but bangles, and you can use it for framework as well, can't you?
Yes, yeah, I've done some, there were like photo frames, so yeah, they work really well.
Tell me more.
Well, if you sort of create your frame, and then I had hearts in mine, and then you just hammer them all out and then bind them together with the finer gauge, and you create sort of a framework like that, and just pop your photo in the middle.
That is so sweet. That is really, really good idea. Okay, loads of you there for that one. Again, that price point will not last for long. Please don't forget any discounts that you see today. At this time tomorrow, we'll be back at their original price point. So if you're watching on the repeat, then do bear that in mind, because the prices will go back up on Friday, aka Claire's birthday, at 8 a.m. Okay, I'm really quickly going to bring you one last wire for this time, and again, sticking with the aluminium theme, and this one is again your 2 mil.
It's a beautiful colour, isn't it?
It's really nice. It is. It's like an Indian gold,
It's like
isn't
rich,
it?
yeah, really rich gold.
It's really, really bright burst. Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is? It's like a saffron. It's a saffron gold,
it is, isn't it?
isn't
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. Saffron gold. Saffron, still more expensive than gold, kind of gram for gram.
Yeah, it's very precious, isn't it?
Super precious. And what do? Whack it in a rice dish, don't we? Pop it in your paella, don't you? Not a fan of saffron. No, if I'm totally honest, I'm not 100% sure I am. I think I just say I am to be like cool. Do you know what I mean? I'm not entirely sure. I'll be fair, I never get a craving for saffron. Do you know what I mean? I'm never like, oh, do you know what I really fancy tonight? Good old pot of saffron. Saffron flavoured rice. Anyway, 50 metres worth of your aluminium, your price point today for this beautiful saffron gold, £12.95. But of course, we are going to copy the previous price point because we just like to bring you treats here, don't we? Your price point today is actually £9.95 for you today on this one. I think that is a really great price. Again, for something super duper sturdy, if you want it to be super malleable when you don't, it's something to really be able to have fun with, isn't it?
Yeah, you could. You know, you could have a go at you could do a much larger version of the hair that we're going to do in the demo, and you could put it outside, couldn't you?
Yes, you
in that sort of wire.
Oh, you could. As like an outdoor piece or a window hanging.
Yes, yeah.
Or even a wall hanging.
Yes.
Yeah, those wall hangings
Yeah.
are huge, aren't they? They have been for years.
Yeah.
Like these big
You could have
metal
several,
work.
couldn't you? Like an updated, you know, the flying ducks. You could have, like,
Yes,
really good hairs.
like they used to have on Coronation
Yeah,
Street. Yeah, I
yeah.
remember. Yeah, you could have the hairs, couldn't you, marching across. Oh, that's a really good idea. You could have a whole family of them.
You could.
Couldn't you?
Yeah.
You could do your own production of What Ship Down. Couldn't you?
You could.
Well, possibly the world's saddest film.
Yeah.
Possibly. It's up there, isn't it? It's got to be. Up there with the likes of Miley and me. Oh. Anyway, hello Liz. Morning all. I'd love to have a week of birthdays, but as it's 2 days before Christmas, that's not on. I have a half birthday in summer instead. Liz, me too. My half birthday, 27th of August. It's one of my favourite times of year. I'll be honest, my half birthday is a bigger deal than my actual birthday. What I'll tend to do on my birthday is I'll go away somewhere, just like a little sort of local trip or, you know, Europe or somewhere. For my half birthday, it's like party time. All my friends come over. Sometimes we're going to Spain this year for my half birthday.
Wow.
A massive group of us, 9 of us in total. Yeah, my half birthday is the big one.
How long have you been having half birthdays for?
Pardon?
How long have you been having half birthdays for?
Yes.
Have you?
Oh, yeah.
I like your style.
It isn't
with that.
something that I was brought up on, I'll be honest. It was something that when I moved out of the home, I thought,
You
you know what
invented.
I need? A half birthday. Yeah, I love half
Sounds
birthday.
good.
Bigger. Yeah. Get cards and everything for my half birthday. Love it. Good girl, Liz. Lady after my own heart. I think you should. Hello, Mary. Good morning, girls. I only discovered JM a few weeks ago, and me and my little niece, is that Annie? Annie?
Ain? Is it Ain?
Annie? Annie? I'll be honest, I'm not great with names. Becky, I pretty much get right most of the time, but any other name, are addicted, and we have a long list of things we still need. Hello, Mary, and your lovely niece. Welcome, welcome. You've only been watching for a few weeks. Well, hopefully, you've got yourself loads and loads and loads of different treats. I really hope you have. And maybe we'll be able to bring you loads of goodies today. Hey, Shazza. Shazza says, hello, my lovely, beautiful ladies. Bex and Claire, you look extremely more beautiful than normal today. Oh, I don't know how to take that. Love always, Shazza. Happy birthday for tomorrow,
Aw,
Claire.
Thanks, Shazza. That's really nice.
Bless
Thank
you. Do you know what it is? It's the not getting up at stupid o'clock in the morning for me. That's what it is. I always tend to look better on a Thursday than a Wednesday.
Do you?
Yeah. Because on a Wednesday I get up at 3:05. On a Thursday, I get to sleep it. What do you mean? Yeah, it's true. That's Scott. How rude! Only joking. Only joking. He's trying to backpedal now. Only joking. Hello, Shazza. I do hope the first message came across the right way, Claire.
Ah, thank you. No, yeah, I'll take any compliment. Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, I'll have it. Thank you.
Okay, everyone, well done. That's not a massive amount for you there. Yeah, she said, I hope it didn't go wrong for you, Claire, not me.
Yeah. I think it might be what's left of my eyelashes. Have you noticed them?
Yeah, I have.
Wendy said I look like a Muppet, one of the Muppets.
I think you look like Bambi.
Oh, thanks.
That's nicer, isn't it?
It's nicer than being, yeah.
Than
it's
one of
the
the
mammoth Muppets as well.
Oh, that Muppet is really cute, though, isn't it?
It wasn't the look I was going for, though, when I had them.
Were you going for Bambi?
No. I was trying to go for glamour, which I think I might have failed then.
No, you look absolutely sensational with them on, I have to say. Okay, everybody, I'm bringing you this kit now, and it is the March hair with Claire Macdonald.
Hey, it's spelled correctly.
It is.
Yay!
That's why I was looking at you then. Because you're not an MC, are you?
Not
you're
an MC.
MAC.
Yeah. Small D, O-N-A-L-D.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Claire Macdonald had a farm. Did you get
Do
that?
you know
all
how many times I've had that sung to me? No, a lot
5
more than
times.
that. All the way through school.
Oh, really?
And now Lola does it as well.
I love that. And on that farm, she had a hare. We're going to have a look at them shortly. I've got for you now this stunning collection of wire, which is going to be the essential base for the wonderful hairs we're about to take a look at. You've got also this stunning ball chain. I'm going to just tell you, of the wire, you're getting a mammoth amount, because actually these are 15-metre spools. I know they look like small spools, they're reminiscent of our 10-metre spools, aren't they? But actually what we've done is we've decided to save the environment one spool at a time, and we've gone for smaller spools, but we've packed the wire on there. So actually these are both 50 metres. That means you're getting 100 metres worth in total, the 0.8 and the 0.4, so a perfect pairing for these hairs. I've then got that lovely ball chain, which is encapsulated within that lovely mesh wire. It's very much got the Lazy Daisy Viking knit feel about it, in that beautiful black wire. And then in the centre, you've got that gold ball detailed chain, which of course you can take out. I should be able to show you a small section of it there. You can of course take that out if you so wish to, but you can use it as a separate component if you want to. But actually with it in there, you can see the malleability of it is just beautiful. Really nice for many different details. I've then got the gemstones, and I have to say, what a special collection you got, didn't you?
I know they are. Lush,
They really are so special. Big rounds of a smoky quartz for us here at JewelleryMaker with this really nice, almost eerie colouring to them. They're very rich, aren't they? They've got that coffee and chocolate detail running through them, but still great clarity aspects on this, which we don't always get, but beautiful clarity aspects on this, which means you get that abundance of rich coffee, kind of hue and saturation, but you still get that sparkle of light through it, so it really is kind of quite luminous, isn't it, which is beautiful for the skin. I've then got something which is so complementary to many skin tones, possibly one of the most loved colours in the gemstone world, with this stunning blue, and it is a Maldivian blue almost, isn't it, of your aquamarine. Really stunning colour there. It's going to be very complementary, and I always think blue is a great colour to give as a gift if you're not entirely sure of someone's favourite, because like we say, it is such a popular colour, it's always kind of hedging your bet. So if you're making to sell or making to gift, it's going to be a great strand for you to go for. Sizings on that one, lovely graduation of a 2x1 to a 4x2. I've then got for you this opal, which the quality is phenomenal, isn't it?
It's a stunning strand. Absolutely
now,
stunning.
Again, it's going to be tricky for you to see the quality underneath this light. It really is. But I'm sure that you'll concur with me, Claire. The quality on some of these is spectacular, isn't it?
Yeah, and you don't need to, you know, that strand will last you a long time, because the fire that comes off individual gems, I mean, I've used them as eyes and just a couple of clusters, or centres of flowers, and you don't need too many.
No,
so
you don't.
It's a beautiful strand like that.
You are getting a lot of your pin fire in this, a lot of those tiny, tiny dots of pin fire, those beautiful elements of these kind of rainbow colours that you can get sometimes in an opal. And don't forget, that is naturally occurring. It's just to do with these tiny, tiny spheres inside and how the light hits around these to display these bursts of pin. It's just beautiful. And then last but by no means least, I am joined by this stunning black spinel. These are huge. Those are big, 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 big pieces, aren't they? Really wonderful. The great thing about big pieces of spinel, you get the inherent value there. But also a lovely thing about big pieces of spinel is you get more surface area for that very well-known luster to just burst through and add sparkle. It's going to be nice against the décolletage because it will just light your face. It's just beautiful. Let me reiterate exactly what we're getting in here. Massive strand, I might add, as well, of the spinel. You've got that wonderful fire burst and pin fire of the opal. You've got a very complementary blue, and you've got an extremely rich smoky quartz. I've then got for you a meter's worth of that encapsulated ball chain and 100 meters worth of this wonderful wire, which is your 0.8 and your 0.4. A very complete kit we've got here, and I've got to say, I've now got less than 50, so if you want this, you have to be very quick. In particular, is the price point today hasn't even been dropped yet, and still I've now only got 50 of them available because people are looking at this and going, oh my goodness, opal in a kit, astonishing. And the aquamarine in a kit, amazing. I can't believe how big those spinel are. I can't believe the richness on that smoky quartz. Finally, the ball chain in the colours that I'm loving that can work with, and all of that wire. This is going to roll down, okay? People already checking it out at the 56-ish pounds mark, just under 56 pounds. Your price point today, 27 pounds and 95 pence. When you see what Claire has done with this, I tell you what, you're going to be putting that price tag and more on just one of these hand-created pieces. That is an astonishing collection. And please remember for me, I'll be honest, I was nosying the other day at kind of the places you can purchase kits like this. And I think one thing that we do great is we bring to you a big variety that you can work however you want. We're not just bringing you a kit and saying you can make a bracelet with that or a necklace. You can go absolutely to town on this, and I've got to say that Claire has obviously had a lot of fun with this, and you can see how inspiring it is. Plenty of you treating yourself to this one today. That, for the quality you're getting, is bargain, because actually I'll bring that back for you.
Thanks.
I've actually brought opal at staff cost around that price before, and more. So even just for one individual strand of genuine, real deal gemstones, that's something to really behold.
Yeah, there's a lot of gems there, and I mean this is I've done all the work that I've done there, and there's some intense weaving, and that's still my first. I haven't broken into the the second sample, so I've still got all that left. So I think it's deceiving when you see it like that, because it's a lot of wire. Absolutely. That's brilliant.
It really, really is astonishing.
Brilliant.
Genuinely amazing. And look at exactly what Claire has created. How amazingly well does that spinel just set that beautiful hare's head off? It really is high-end, classy, isn't it?
Yeah, and I've kept the, I mean, some of the gems I've sort of separated out, like with the opal, and their details of eyes, things like that, or centres of flowers. But I think those gems are so beautiful to have them as just strands, to have, the strand there, because like you say, that sparkle off the spinel is incredible.
Phenomenal, isn't
yeah.
it? Honestly, when you get this kit home, you'll be able to see in that design there with the eye of the hare and the flowers, there is so much pin fire in those ones that you've picked out, isn't there? Because you've gone for the clearer ones.
Yeah.
There is so much pin fire. The flowers actually look like
But they pop,
multicoloured.
they pop, because it's a slight. That's what I love about that opal strand, is you've got all those different tones of it as well. You know, you've got some beautiful caramels, beautiful yellows. I mean, it's so again, you've got on one strand all those different tones, so you can work them in so many different ways.
Yeah, you really can. Imperative, you're checking out your baskets right now, ladies and gentlemen. Imperative. I love how you've gone for the different designs, the different shapes of the actual face in here.
Yes,
Is that makes the kind of hair design quite workable, actually, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, I've tried to sort of either simplify the design a little bit, you know, because I don't want it to be too intimidating. You know, if it's, say, if you're new to wire work, you know, that you can just sort of, you know, almost if you could follow a line drawing or you know, something like that. I mean, I say, you know, have a look in colouring books, or I use tattoos, anything that's got a line drawing and you can use as a, you know, a template or, you know, inspiration like that.
Absolutely. And we are going to be showing you how to make your own little hoppy friend today. Where are we going to start, please?
So we're going to start with, we'll start doing the, we'll do the, you know, like the leaping hair.
This hair over here.
Yeah.
So the one who's leaping into the garden.
Yes, he's leaping. He's chasing after the flowers. So, okay. So I'm starting. I'm going to start with the heavier gauge. I think it's the 0.8.
0.8. Yeah. 50 meters. Don't forget. You're getting 100 meters worth of wire in this, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, for $27.95 for the wire alone, that is genuinely great. So do check out those baskets, like I said.
Okay. I'll try not to spear you with it at all.
You are so good to me.
I'm going to. It's only because you said about my age, so that's. I'll try not to get you.
Oh, thanks.
So as with all the wire work, as I say every time, you know, get a feel for the gauge that you're working with. So just run it through, warm it up a little bit, and that to me sort of engages my hands with my brain, really, so I know what I'm going to be working with. Because obviously you're going to be manipulating the wire, so it's good to have a real feel for the material, the medium you're working with, and what gauge it is. So, and in exactly the same way, if you were going to work with, you know, the aluminium, do exactly the same with that.
Okay.
So, and I'm going to work off the reel. It's entirely up to you whether, when you're doing it, if you want to cut the length off, but when you're doing almost like a line drawing like this, you often use a bit more than you think. Okay. So if you can do it off the reel, great. But you can, I mean, you know, there'll be opportunities to add in if you run out of wire.
Okay.
So if we start off, and the tools I'm going to be using, just standard chain nose and round nose pliers.
Which you can get in one of our toolkits or separately on the website.
So I'll just move that over there, spread out a bit. Right, so I'm going to start off. So I'm going to be, so we're going to do the outline now. So I'm starting off, I might do it a little bit larger so that, just so that you can see. So I'll put my, so I'm going to be starting with the eye. So I'm going to start off, and I want to make my, I'm going to start off making a little loop. So I'm working at the narrowest point of my round nose pliers, and as always with the little loop, I'm just going to trim that little straight edge off. I'll just move that out of the way there, sorry. And I'm going to come all the way around, so I'm making a full loop all the way to bring it over. I'm going to try and make, so this is going to be, so that you can see it, I'm going to make it quite a bit bigger.
Okay.
Okay, sorry, let's get my arm out of the way. Okay, so starting off, so now I'm going to swap over and I'm going to go with my chain nose pliers. So I'm starting off with so that's his pupil, and I'm just going to bend that wire going up a little bit, just tease it up that way, and then I'm going to bring with so I've taken my chain nose pliers and I've left sort of a few millimetres, probably about 5 millimetres there, but you would obviously have to gauge, the measurements would be slightly different for however large, you know, the overall piece was going to be. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take this wire and I'm going to come over. So I'm going to bring that over, but I'm still gripping here with these pliers. I want to bring all the way back over. So if you can see there, I've got like a double thickness of wire. So I'm going to pinch together. So I'm just squeezing down, and then I'm going to grip the two pieces of wire like that, if you can see there, and I'm going to bring that one up. Now when I do that, you can see sort of getting that nice curve, that nice bend to create the eye shape. So I'm just going to bring over, and I'm pushing down in that direction. So I'm bringing all the way down. So you can see now I'm starting to get that little eye shape. So then I'm going to come down and swap over with my pliers again, and I take it to about a little bit further than the same length on that side. So about there. Just going to kick up, so you can see from that angle, just kicking up, and I'm going to go back on myself. So I'm going to squeeze that back down and pinch. So I'm just doing exactly the same as I did on that side. I'm going to do it on that side. So I'm just pinching there. So I've got, if I looked at it from the front, I've got the illusion of the one wire. Now what I want to create almost like his a bit of his, what would you call that bit on his
muzzle?
Yeah.
That
Oh, you're
bit.
good, aren't you? You're good. So I want to do his muzzle. So I'm gripping here. So if you look there, so you've got your double thickness of your wire. So I'm going to grip now with my chain nose pliers, and I'm going to be bringing this all the way round. So I'm gripping about here, and by pulling it down like that, I'm getting a nice curve in this section here. So I want to bring all the way down, all the way around. So you can see I'm just bringing it, taking it all the way into almost like a full circle. Just slow movement. And by doing that, it's giving me that nice curve. So if I just bring up like that, so we're now going to do his little nose. So what I want to do, I want to create a little bit of detail on the inside. So I'll have the outer shape as well, but I want a little bit of detail on the inside. So I'm just going to bring in, so I'm still using my chain nose pliers, I'm going to just grip here at quite the narrowest point, putting quite a bit of pressure, and I'm just going to go in. And then I want to turn it round, and I'm going to grip across and go back on myself. So I'm leaving probably about a good 5 millimeters. I'm going to take it all the way back over. So if we have a look from that side, you can see, so I've got the double thickness of wire. So I'm going to pinch that together. And if you see there, so when I've pinched, that one wire at the top has gone over the bottom one. I need to correct that, so I'm just going to squeeze from the side. So again, I've got that illusion of the single wire. If I come back here and have a look. So now what I need to do with this is I want to create like a little nose shape with that. So I'm going to grip here, and I'm just going to come over. So I'm creating that bend again. So if you see, I'm holding that wire here rather than right down here. And if I just pull it over, I'm getting that nice little curve. So if I bring over, so we've got his little nose. So I can give him some nostrils now with that the little bit of the detail there that we doubled up. So all I need to do, I'm going to use my round nose pliers. I'm just going to grip here because I'm going to have more resistance on the bit that I've doubled over. So if I didn't grip here, the rest of it would move. So I'm gripping here with my chain nose pliers, and I'm just going to bend that round and start to give him some little nostrils. So if I bring that in, so you can start to see now. So we've got his eye, we've got his what did you call it?
Muzzle.
And we've got his little nose. So, and you can play about with obviously his nostril, give him a prettier nose if you want. So then we want to go up and we want to give him the shape of his head. So again, in the same way of just creating, I'm just going to tease that wire around with my thumb and get that nice curve. So we're going to bring all the way around to about here. So what we're going to look for, so we've now got his face. So we now need to go on to his ears. So, oh, this one is going to be a huge one. This one is, isn't he? So you can see I've just bent it up there with my nail, and I'm now I want a nice smooth curve for the curve of his ear. So I'm just bringing it up, just smoothing it in between my finger and my thumb. Smooth it up, and anything like this, you can have it completely stylized. So any feature, almost like a caricature, you know, if you wanted to. So their ears are quite big anyway, but for your design purposes, you know, I've tried to make a real feature out of the ears, so they can be as long or, you know, as short as you actually want. So I'm coming down here, and obviously because he's leaping, so I want his ears to be coming off at that angle rather than sort of pointing up. So I'm just going to swap over now and come all the way back, and I'm going to push out a little bit here, so I've got almost like a leaf shape. I can squeeze that together, and don't forget you're making you know, with this you can alter it because it can become a three-dimensional object rather than just a flat one. So if we take it now, so I've done my first ear. I'm going to take at the narrow point of my round nose pliers, and I'm going to start creating his second ear. So if I just bring over, and when I'm doing that, I'm smoothing out any of the kinks that are in the wire. So I'm just bringing down, and I'm going to create his second ear. So on a little kick out, and then tease it round so it narrows, and round nose pliers, and I come down all the way back. So just by doing that, you can see I've created the shape of the second ear. But what I want in that second ear, for me to weave, I want a little bit more detail in this ear at the front. So I'm going to come down to about here, little kick out, and I'm going to take it all the way back up. So you can see now I've got a little bit of detail in that second ear. But I need this wire now to be back here. He's growing so big, isn't he? He won't be able to fit in the screen soon. So I'm going all the way back down. And I'm going to squeeze there, but I'm not going to pinch too tightly, because if I pinch too tightly, I'd only then have to open it back up, because I want to weave separately. Because if you look at the weaving that I've done different sorts of weaves to give an impression of sort of light and darkness. So you can see the difference in the weave there. So I'm not going to pinch that together. I'm just going to leave that for the moment. So what I need to do now is I want to go and create his back. So I'm just going to pick up my chain nose pliers. I'm going to take this and just go back on myself there. So I'm just going all the way back round. So I've now got his head, his ears, and the wire is going back in the direction that I want. So you can start to see how it's forming. So if we have a look, so now all I'm going to do, I'm going to create like, I want to have a little bit of movement in his back, so I'm just creating a little bit of a curve there, a little bit of a shape, and we're going to go into his hind leg. So if I have a look here, and always have a look at like the scale of, you know, the piece that you're doing. So I'm quite happy with that. So now I want to kick out slightly and give him a little bit of a suggestion of his hind legs and his foot. So I'm going to drop down and I want to kick out slightly and go around my pliers just a little bit, just to give him a suggestion of the top part of his foot. I'm going to bend that round and we'll give him a nice big foot. So I'm just going to use the widest part of my round nose pliers and bring that wire round all the way up. So you can see that I'm really using that thicker part of my round nose pliers as a mandrel to create that nice smooth shape. I'm going to take that foot up to about the same point where I created the ankle and just, there we go. I'm just going to give it a little kick in so that I'm giving that suggestion of his foot. So we want to give him, he needs like quite muscly thighs. So,
don't we all?
Yeah, can't have everything though, can we?
Well, it could, but it involved going to the gym, and that ain't my bag. Hello, Joanne. You're saying, morning, girls. Just love the hairs. My sister's going to want those when she sees them. The one that you're demoing would make a fab brooch.
Yes, yeah,
Joe,
absolutely. That's
right.
a really good idea.
And Joe, just a guess, but does your sister like purple? Because if she does, you could make a purple hair.
Oh, you could, couldn't you? It'd be like a chocolatey, yeah.
Yes, you could.
Yeah.
0.8 wire I've got here in the purple, and you could do something beautiful with this. But you could make this hair, of course, it is your 0.8, so you'd be able to get this same feel and same design. You could almost do more of a fantasy hair, actually, with the purple. Or even possibly something slightly more subtle, because if you were to wear, you know, what you're wearing now and to have a purple hair on, it would be a little bit more subtle, a little bit more subdued, because in the similar colour.
Yes, or it could be, you could have your Easter bunny, couldn't you, as
Yeah,
like
you
that,
could.
your chocolatey, yeah.
Yeah.
Or your Alice in Wonderland, like your mad.
Exactly, yeah, like a fantasy one. Or, you know, we were saying before about if you wanted to make, you know, maybe hairs as a mobile or something for your house. You know, if you've got this colour in your house, then it's perfect, because I have. This is 100 metres worth now. So maybe you're brand spanking new to your wire work and you're thinking, I'm never going to be able to create that hair. Well, you will, it's just going to take practice. And what do you need when you're practicing? Well, you need a little bit of time, a little bit of patience, a lot of creativity, and a lot of wire. 100 metres worth should see you through from something that possibly looks more like a hair than a hair to something that really can look just like exactly what the lovely Claire has created. 100 metres today in your purple 0.8 should be £24.95, but not today. We are going to roll this down. £10 off, I've just been told, we're taking. get yourself on those phone lines. It's just £14.95, and it's going to go great with another bit of tool things that I've got coming up for you in a little bit that I've never seen before, ever.
I haven't seen that either.
Me neither.
Matches beautifully, doesn't it?
Does, yeah. Bit of a tool. Keep your eyes peeled. Literally minutes it'll be with you. Okay, so we've done his back leg and his thigh.
So we've done his back leg. So we're coming up now. So we've just given a nice little curve to his thigh, and he has quite, you know, muscly thighs. So obviously he's in movement, isn't he? So all I'm going to do, I'm going to bring that round. So I'm putting pressure with this hand, just bringing it all the way around, little bit further, because I'm going to come back on myself and double up. So I'm going to give the suggestion of that he's got a bit of detail on the inside of his thigh here. So I'm going to bring it all the way back round, and I want to squeeze that together. So again, I've got that illusion of the one wire, and then a grip sort of about here. So I've gone in, I've got that detail on the inside, and I'm going to create his chest as he comes down. So he's going to go in slightly, bring down, and then I want to puff out. So he's got, you can see there, so I've gone in like that and then back out here. So if I do that and I lay him flat, so you can see now, so I'm getting that real sense of movement, so that he's sort of almost in flight, as it were. So I'm just bringing up. So if you can see, I'm with this hand here, I'm just bringing that wire up. I've made him so big, he's hardly fitting in, is he? He's not
That's
very...
all right. It's good for people to see at home.
So now we want to, I'm just going to pinch here, and I'm going to go back on myself. So I want again to create his front paw. So if I bring that down, so I'm going to go all the way back down and squeeze together. So I'm just pinching that. So if I try and do it like that, you might be able to see rather than sort of flailing about. And then I'm going to bring all the way back down, so we're in the right position for his front legs. So I'm going to do that. So I can just giving little tiny suggestions of muscle tone, sort of, you know, a bit of movement rather than a straight edge. I'll give him a little bit of a bone there, and we're going to come all the way across, and he's going to have his front paw. So you can see the difference of, you know, just giving that little tiny movements, movements with your pliers. So we'll give him a front paw, and we're going to go all the way back up. So we're going all the way back up. Give a little puff out there for a suggestion again of a bit of muscle going in. So we're now up. So I'm now going to trim off here because I don't need all of this, and it'll be easier to work with. So you've now got your rabbit shape. So you can just keep moving that round. So he's got a little bit more of muscle there. So now we've got this bit left. So what we want to do is we've got a little bit of an area here that we need to give a bit of detail, and we need to secure the shape. So I'm just pushing up here to give that curve. And what I want to do then is I want to create his jaw here. So I'm just going to come up. So I know I've got that curve that I quite like. So I'm just going to put my finger there, and then so nothing past that point is going to move. I just want to move this wire. So I'm then going to curve it up and come round. So I'm curving up in the direction of his head, and so I want to detail here. So I'm going to, again, with my chain nose pliers, I'm just going to stop about here, and I'm going to go back on myself. So I'm doubling up, so I'm pinching down, making sure I do a nice neat job, so I've got that illusion of the one wire from the front, so it doesn't confuse when you're looking at it, so you can see definite detail. So I'm going to pinch here and bring that top wire round. Now, hopefully once I've done that, I should have a bit more of a jaw shape. So if I bring that round, and this is the point, because obviously when you're at this point, you're going to connect the two. So depending on where, so if you say like if he's had, they don't store food in their cheeks, do they?
No.
That's hamsters.
Same difference.
So you obviously this point, however big you make this, is how porky he is, isn't it? So,
yeah.
So if he's a well-fed rabbit, so because this is the point here where you will attach. Okay. So when you're happy with that shape of that jaw, so if I'm just going to just mark that point there, and all I want to do, and we're taking it off, and at the narrowest point of my round nose pliers, I'm just going to create another loop, which then allows me to, I can then attach my chain to it, which I think I have on the one, or you can attach gems, you know, to dangle, but you can also then attach if I just trim that off there so you can see, and just snip that there, move that out of the way, so you can then attach at that point.
I see.
I'll bring him down a little bit. So you've got, if I just move that slightly smaller one in, so you can see the difference there. So you've got your leaping hair, and then obviously you can do your different
types
of hair.
types. I've got one that's sort of sitting up like a little bobtail.
Yeah, a teeny weeny one.
On mine here. And if you did want to do a teeny weeny one, you could use the same way. You could use a thinner gauge as well, though, couldn't you?
Yeah, and just you know, I would just hammer them.
Just hammer them to work hard on them. If
Yeah.
you did want to do it with, say, a 0.6 or something like that, then perhaps you could do that. I think that is just beautiful. I just want to show you the back of this as well, how you finish that off, that detail to add extra security. And of course, you have got that ball detail inside. We have put your kit back up on your screen, of which you have a meter's worth of. It's a meter, which you have 100 meters in total of the different wire, the 0.8 and the 0.4, but also you do get the ball chain, which you do have a meter's worth of in that kit too. It's on your screen right now. Apparently you've got about 7 of those left, and you do get all of those gemstones also. We've got, I did promise you really quickly, a wire work tool, and I've got just a couple of minutes to do this. Which one did you want to do? Did you want to do this now? Oh yeah, I'm bringing this to you really super duper quickly. This is phenomenal. Do you have a gizmo coiler? Have you ever thought, I love this gizmo, but I think I've done everything I can? Not yet. You haven't. I need to let you know I've got under 100 of these. If you want them, you've got to be quick. Essentially, you're using this with the likes of a gizmo coil, but you get all of these different shapes. That means you're going to, I'll show you the rods itself. Oh, sorry, I've just flipped it, haven't I? This is the rods itself, so you get all of these different shapes. Shows you exactly how you can use it. You can do it by hand. All you do is attach the handle to help you with the purchase on that. You can get the rounds in the 2 different sizes. Those are the metal rods, but look, you also get a really large fat circle. Great if you want to make your own jump rings, as well as triangles, squares, and that oblong design. That means you can use these gizmo, you can use it as you would with a gizmo, but if you gizmo a gizmo coil on, say, a triangle, it's going to look completely different as to it would on the original loops, isn't it?
That's brilliant.
£8.45, ladies and gentlemen. Get it whilst you can. This is a great addition to the likes of your gizmo coiler, but actually you can just do it by hand as well. As you can see actually here, she's literally just holding it and kind of twisting and guiding it through. Really simple. Quantity on that, I'm getting seriously low on it, ladies and gentlemen. I've got way over half my stock on that gone, probably about 50-ish left, that's it. So if you want to get your hands on these, it's imperative you do so now. I've got about 50 of those left. So please do check out those baskets. £8.45. That is a great one. Okay, we're really quickly now, whilst you're all checking out and rushing to this, going to bring to you the Wall of Fame. Here at the Wall of Fame, you've been sending in your makes, and Claire's got a very glam one to start off with.
This is beautiful, isn't it? So I've got 483, absolutely gorgeous. And this is Ginny in Devon. It says, hi all at JM. I haven't entered anything lately, but wanted to share this piece with you. This leaf was created about a year ago with polymer and, is it mica? I didn't have any ideas at the time what to do with it. The leaf itself came from an actual imprint of a leaf, and I've adorned it with bare copper wire work and peridot. With a rosary link chain. I've used liver of sulphur, and I'm really pleased with the results. Thank you to the wonderful designers and presenters on the show. It's a little piece of all. Couldn't have done it without you. Everything in this design is from JM. Good luck to all. That is beautiful, isn't it? Absolutely stunning.
That's really sweet email as well. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
I think that's phenomenal. Really stunning.
Beautiful.
Okay, bringing to you 480 now, and this one belongs to Jeanette W from Essex, and it says, hi all, this is my Wall of Fame lariat style necklace using paracord in lilac with 0.4 wire and a pear drop druzy, and that is from Jeanette. Good luck to you, because I've got to say, it's nice to be able to see it used differently, isn't it?
I've never seen it used like
Me
that.
neither.
That's great. Yeah, good luck.
80 is your number.
This is lovely. Very, very delicate. I would wear this. 484. And this is Hazel O'Donnell. It says, hi, this was my first bracelet attempt. My goodness, using all Jewellery Maker materials I received for Christmas. I hope you like it and I hope you're all well. I think that's beautiful.
Oh, great gift for Christmas as well.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely one from one of our friends, Lynn. It says, hi all, this necklace from a large pewter coloured heart that I bought from you about a year ago. My favourite gemstone, turquoise, which is faceted. Everything I used was, of course, from JM. Good luck to all the waffers and best wishes to everyone. And that is Lynn. Lynn, that's a lovely message.
Gorgeous,
I adore that piece. Really eye-catching. Good luck to you, 481.
Oh, this is lovely, really delicate as well. Very appropriate for what's coming up
Valday.
soon. Yeah.
Your birthday?
Oh, yes, yeah. Yeah, it'd be nice for my birthday, thank you. 482. And this is Laura Haining. It says, hello all at JM. Please find attached my entry for this week. I bought these garnet pairs in the clearance and used them in this necklace. The piece has a silver-plated chain that I previously purchased from yourselves and a little heart charm from my stash. I sent this to a friend for their birthday this month. I hope you like it. Many thanks for the continued inspiration and great products and shows. Best wishes to all, Laura. What a lucky friend.
That is really, really beautiful.
It's
She's going to love
birthstone
that
as well, yeah.
They're going to love
Gorgeous.
that. That's
Good
so
luck.
thoughtful. Good luck to you. Okay, everyone. We get to see this gemstone now and again, but we very, very rarely see it in the quality I'm about to show you. If you're looking for those idyllic forestry greens with bursts of sunshine gold through it, then you better stay tuned because me and Claire and this peridot are back after this break.
Jewellery Maker have an extensive range of DVDs for all abilities. Each of our mediums has an introductory DVD to help you get started. If you're already an experienced jewellery maker, we have a collection of projects and more advanced DVDs to take your designs to the next level. We are always filming new DVDs with our specialist guest designers, so visit our website for more information. Do you need a helping hand to get started with Jewellery Maker? Are you stuck for ideas and need inspiration? Then visit our Jewellery Maker website, where you can find our video tutorials. Expand your knowledge and skills with these easy-to-follow jewellery making demonstrations. Whether you're a beginner, hobbyist, or business owner, there's always something new to learn. It couldn't be easier. Simply click and learn some new jewellery making techniques. Did you know that if you go to JewelleryMaker.com and sign up to our mailing list, then you'll receive 10% off your first order with us. We'll also keep you updated with special offers, theme shows, program guides and Jewellery Maker tutorials. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Here at Jewellery Maker, we love seeing your jewellery creations, learning about your inspiration and reading your blogs. If you write your own craft or jewellery blog, then we'd love to hear from you. Simply tweet us at jewellery_maker UK with your blog link and we'll be in touch.
If you have a question or a query for Jewellery Maker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2, or alternatively you can email help@jewellerymaker.com. You can now book Jewellery Maker workshops online. Just head over to our Jewellery Maker website and click on the workshop link. We have a wide range of workshops from beginner to intermediate, covering a variety of mediums. Once you have found a workshop you'd like to attend, simply click on the Book Now button. Fill in the required fields and then press Continue. This will take you through to the payment page. If you have any questions, you can contact our workshop coordinator Wendy at any time by emailing workshop@jewellerymaker.com. We look forward to seeing you. Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates for items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from JewelleryMaker.
The strength, the absolute strength of that green is phenomenal, isn't it? I mean, we're lucky we get to see quite a bit of peridot here, but I tell you for what, the greenness of this is phenomenal. Now I know what you're thinking. Obviously, Becky, it's peridot, it's green, so duh. Because of course we all know that peridot is one of those gems that just comes in one colour. But what some of you might not know, because we refer to this gemstone all the time, talking about the fact that it is an idiochromatic gem, don't we? But one thing you might not know is, although idiochromatic meaning it comes in one colour, it does come in different strains of that colour, and it does have different back palettes to it. This, I have to say, is one of the greenest peridots I've ever seen. There are small elements of those sunshine golden yellows, but I tell you what, there's absolute intensity from that green, isn't there? And is that an important thing? Absolutely it is. In fact, I wanted to just show you here, because I sit here a lot and tell you kind of the things that I know about gemstones, but I think sometimes it can be quite interesting to not just hear it from kind of the horse's mouth, as it were, and actually to see it from a very well-known and well-trusted source. Now, as you know, I am GIA trained, have been for many a year now, but it's nice, quite, I think, to see it from actual GIA itself. So this is a GIA's website I just wanted to show you a little bit of, and this section is talking about peridot quality factors, and I just want to take you to colour and clarity, and I'll read these two kind of sections to you, but I just wanted to let you know that, you know, what I'm about to tell you and what you can see now is exactly what you've got here. It talks to you about how pure greenstones are rare, how most have yellowish greens, which is exactly what this one has, and that the higher quality has serious, intense colour. This does, doesn't it? Would you describe this as wishy-washy or a little bit kind of insipid? You wouldn't, would you? I most certainly wouldn't. I would describe it as the GIA looks for, intense. It also says that the lower quality peridot is brownish. I can't see any browns on this. I just see pure hues of green. It also talks about the clarity on this website and the fact that peridot is available. You can get it quite affordably, but as soon as you've got strength of intensity of colour and you're looking for clarity, that is, and it's described as a gemstone that the most discriminating gemstone connoisseurs will love if it basically has some of these aspects. So onto the clarity, it says that most of the better quality of these pieces will have no inclusions or visible black spots. Can you see any black spots? I can't at all. I cannot see any black inclusions to my eye at all, and that is something that you definitely want to look for. So basically, what am I saying? Well, I'm saying that the GIA is saying the things to look for, the main things to look for are the colouring and the clarity. There are other aspects on there, but more to do with being set into jewellery. Obviously, this gives you the opportunity to really let your mind go wild with creativity. I've got the aspects that I look for. I've got the aspects the GIA looks for. I've got the aspects you are more than likely looking for as a connoisseur. Have I got the price we all want? We absolutely do. This quality that the GIA is saying, oh yeah, okay, it's got a lot of those greens, we like that. It's got a lot of that sparkle for the clarity. There's no black inclusions, it's not brownish. The things the GIA are looking for at that price is phenomenal. I'm about to take this to just stratospheric proportions. Dion's in. She wants to drop it like it's hot, and we are going to. You've got the whole team in with you right here, right now. We're taking you through all the way until this afternoon. Let's get ready to rumble Thursday afternoon at £12.95. We haven't brought you the low quality stuff. We haven't brought you the stuff that's a bit brown and a little bit wishy-washy and a bit insipid. This is the stuff that sparkles, it gleams, it glows. I mean, look at the beautiful quality of that. So what is the point of all these quality factors? What's the point in knowing that? Surely it's just on whether you like it or it's not. Well, yeah, it is, definitely. But a lot of us are sellers, aren't we? A lot of us will sell things that we create, and therefore, as a seller, it's an important aspect from a business point of view to think, am I going to want to sell on quality that perhaps people can get any old place and perhaps people aren't going to absolutely love and adore, or would I prefer to bring the quality that I can stand by? The quality that actually, if you make something, and I know a lot of you do, if I make something and go and get it valued, am I going to get a decent valuation on it? And I've got to say, when I see quality like this, I instantly think I've got a decent strand there that if I were to go and get it valued in a piece I made, I would be expecting a very, very good return. Obviously, I can't say a guarantee that that's going to happen to you. Obviously, depends with what the likes you pair with this with, the gemstones, the kind of metal class that you pair this with. But it is something that for the quality, I would be very, very happy not only to wear myself, but to sell on, or even, and I think sometimes this is something that I think of even more, even give to my loved ones, because I've got to admit, I will wear something, you know, just because I like the look of it. But if I'm gifting to someone that I love and adore, someone in my family, I will always try my very, very best to bring and give them the very, very best. And in my eyes, this is the very, very best. And at £12.95, I haven't had to break the bank. I am joined today by a lovely lady who I've already said, you know, it is her last day with us today as a guest designer. At the age she is, because tomorrow's her birthday. I'm joined by lovely Claire Macdonald. Hello, Claire.
Hello. You might have to stop saying that though. It like makes me feel a bit sick.
Does it?
Yeah,
does it make you feel a
bit? Makes the panic set in.
Oh, does it? Yeah. Does it worry you? We've just seen some amazing hair designs from Claire, and I've got to say, Ollie actually said, I hope you don't mind me repeating this, Ollie. Ollie actually said, I'm putting this forward right now as the design of the year.
Aww,
no, it's a bit early, you know,
lovely,
12 months early.
Well, he doesn't seem lovely, but he is lovely.
Yeah.
He keeps it well hidden, doesn't he?
He hides it, he hides it.
Oh, thanks,
Look
Ollie.
at him, look at him. But yeah, truly astonishing.
Oh, that's really
truly
nice,
amazing.
thanks.
Really amazing. We've got more pieces coming up for you later on, so do stay tuned. But now I've got loads and loads of deals. I've got to show you as well this Labradorite. Dion wants a good old nosy of it, and I'm sure you do too. This is your Labradorite. Big, big pieces of your Labradorite there. Really lovely hues of that Labrador essence coming through. That's coming up for you as a bit of a treat later on, and I've got that amazing opal. I'll be honest with you, it's one of the most executive strands of opal we've ever had. You know, we are looking closer to the £200 mark than we are to the £20 mark, but you can tell that the quality of it is absolutely kind of idyllic for that almost £200 mark that we're going to be getting. This is your stunning opal. That's phenomenal, isn't it? I will promise you it will be under £200, but I can also guarantee you it will be one of your more executive gems. Okay, everyone, let's get a move on. Well done to everyone who got that peridot, an absolute treat and a half. And I've got for you now some sterling silver. Sorry, it's just that she just dossed me then. You know, Dion's trying to teach me Spanish. Oh, I like these a lot. These are going to go great with that peridot. Oh, they're so pretty. Imagine just a few of those beautiful pure green peridot drops. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I've now got less than 60, I've just been told. Isn't that just beautiful? It's almost a maple leaf design, isn't it? Almost a maple leaf design. Interesting thing about the maple leaf design. In Chinese and Japanese culture, it's seen as a very much a good look sign, a kind of, the maple leaf is seen as a kind of a sign of luck and affluence, etc. So a beautiful design to have. I've got 2 pairs of these earrings, and I want to say that they are a butterfly back detail as well. They're an absolutely lovely design. If I show you these up to my ear, they have got the loop on there, but actually you don't have to have the loop on there. If you want to just snip it off, then feel free to snip away. You can just snip that off, but you see how it dangles just below the ear? Doesn't that give a gorgeous look? Doesn't it? It really gives that beautiful elongated look, and actually it's kind of begging to just be taken even further with just drapes and drapes of those stunning peridot, or even layers and layers of sterling chain. You've got 2 pairs here, as you can see, and I've got to say the design on them, that kind of intricacy that we've gone to get even the, not just the veins, but actually the texture of the leaf is astonishing. It does come with the 925, letting you know it's 925 on the back of that, the butterfly section as well. So people you give this to will know you're dealing with quality, but you don't have to tell them the price. Dealing with quality of actual product, but a price of an absolute bargain. £6.95. Ladies and gentlemen, these are genuine sterling silver. That means you've got real good amount of genuine silver in here. It's 92.5% real silver, and just 7.5% ore in there. That gives it a little bit of extra strength, a little bit of extra body to it. So what you've got here is you've got something very high end. It's great if anyone's maybe you're gifting to someone who maybe you don't know that well. You don't know if they've got sensitive skin or not. This is going to be a safer bet than the likes of your copper, for an earring stud in particular. That is a great price point for 2 pairs of earrings by anyone's account. In fact, I'll be honest, that's a great pair. That's a great price for sterling silver stud earrings, 1 pair. Just a plain old stud.
Yeah, with no details. Yeah, absolutely. And I would look at that and think I could have a pair of earrings there, and I could have 2 pendants, because the post you could just bend back into almost like just a ring at the back, and then so you've got your couple of matching pendants.
Love that idea.
Turn that into a loop.
Yeah.
That's
Love
brilliant.
that idea.
It's really popular motif, really popular.
There's something lovely about the nature design, isn't there?
Yeah. Well, look at the Wall of Fame entry. I can't remember the lady's name who'd done that beautiful leaf. It's really popular.
Yeah, it's really popular. And when we think of nature, I think when we think of leaves, you kind of think of changing, you think of a moving of time, don't you? Well, I do anyway. I think about my mum telling me about the pixies. You used to paint them and then pick them up in autumn. It has all these gorgeous sort of ideas and designs, which you can really play with this. If you really wanted to kind of almost go along a bit of a quirky kind of fairy-esque thing, you could put a little polymer clay, wings or fairies hanging from this, or you could go high-end elegance and get loads of peridot and things. Sue says, Becky, you made me panic then. I thought we weren't going to see Clem anymore. Bad presenter, naughty presenter.
Yeah, that's what Claire thought as well. Yeah.
And Dion went, you joking? What?
Was Ollie like, yeah?
Chris says, so sorry that this is Claire's last show. She's my favourite guest designer by far. Best wishes for the future. No, Chris.
Oh, Chris, that's lovely.
That is lovely.
That's really lovely.
She's not going anywhere. It's her last day with us at her current age, because it's her birthday tomorrow. That's what I was saying.
Oh. Thanks, Chris.
That's what I was doing. But that is nice to know,
that's
isn't
lovely.
it? Isn't that
that's
lovely?
really lovely. Thanks.
It's almost like getting a sorry you're leaving work
I know,
card.
yeah.
Hello to Andrea saying happy birthday for tomorrow, Claire.
Oh, thanks, Andrea. Thank you. That's lovely.
And now turning the big one, the big 3-0, aren't you, Claire?
Yeah.
Well done to everybody who got your hands on those ones. Okay, let's be bringing you black spinel chain. You know you got that spinel in your kit, and you also got the gold ball chain. I think this could be quite a nice addition to that kit. What do you think?
Absolutely, yeah. I love those. I just think that, again, it's such easy jewellery, isn't it? You don't need to overwork it. Just you put a clasp on, and you can make it a sort of a statement as you like, or just separate it out and have it really, really delicate.
You really can. There's something very decadent about black and gold, isn't there?
Yeah, I think it makes you feel very elegant.
It really does. It makes you kind of stand up tall. I think it makes you lift your head a little bit higher. I personally would describe myself as a silver girl. You know, we all have our go-to colour, don't we? But for me, black and gold, I can wear and I enjoy wearing it, even though I would describe myself as a silver girl. There's something about the warmth of the gold and the kind of richness and maturity of the black together, which I just think work perfectly. You have got a mammoth amount of this. You've got a meter's worth in total. And you can, of course, just whack a chain on it if you want to. Whack a clasp on it if you want to, and you're done and dusted with a really long, elegant, elongating necklace. Or use individual sections of this as well. It's very high quality. You've got genuine gold overlaying over the top, just lavishing that 925. So you've not just got that beautiful pure sterling silver, you've then got lashings of gold over the top of it, which means you've kind of got quality on top of quality. Beautiful spinel there, very, very lustrous. To get a meter's worth for $12.95 isn't something we would normally do, but we are today. Hey, it's Thursday, it's nearly the end of the month. Let's give us a little bit of a good bad January treat. That is a sensational deal and a price point for you today. I know you might already have quite a few of these in your collection. You've probably worked with them before. Why not add more and really find out how you can play with them? Because I think with things like this, because they're so elegant and they're so decadent, and I'll be honest, I'll put my hand up, I've got one of these at home, and I've made a bracelet with it, and that's pretty much it. I've kind of, because I've only got a bit left, I'm like, oh, I don't really know, should I make a necklace that goes with it, or why not treat yourself to another one at that price, because then you can really play with it. You don't just have to use it as a chain, do you, Claire?
No. I mean, it could be anything, like you say. It could be, chandelier earrings. You could put the clasp on it as the length it is, and then either do yourself a double necklace, or just wrap it around your wrist and have like the layered look. I mean, it's wonderful. And if you were trying to do that yourself, you would. You'd have a lot of wastage. It would cost you a lot more than that, and it would take a long, long time.
Take a long time to do, wouldn't it? You could do, a big kind of statement stackers with this. You could use something behind this to kind of almost weave onto as if it were a wire as well, actually. Because genuinely, it's such a beautiful, beautiful collection. Don't worry about the 40s. Oh, 40s are the... Pardon?
Who's got to worry about the 40s?
I'm not sure.
Is that you?
No, it's Kerry's. It's Kerry. Look at Kerry. Nearly there. Don't worry about your 40s. They're the best times you will ever have. I know, as I reach my 50s, and these are even better. Look forward to and embrace. Look forward and embrace, and that's from Karen.
Oh, I'll do that then, Karen, definitely. In 10 years' time.
Do you mind? Do you mind getting older?
No, do you know, I did, and then now it's here. I don't. No,
I know what you mean.
No.
I like it.
I did have some issues about being 40, but now it's actually here. I don't mind. Nothing's actually changed too much.
No, exactly. You just learn more, don't you? You grow as a person. You learn more. Because I think if someone said to me, "You could be 18 again."
Ooh, no, thank you.
I would be the same. No, thanks. You're all right.
No, thank you.
Even though it was only 2 years ago. Okay. Where are we going to, Dee? Lovely job. Oh, Kate's over here. Where have you gone? Box 13. Sterling silver. Oh, it's under here. Well, sorry, I've just got to go down here, guys. Oh, yep. Okay, who's into pearl knotting? Who needs real silk? Okay, this is your time. Getting on the phone lines. 0800 644 655. This is your time to get 100% pure silk, real. You've got a mammoth 200 yards here. This is the real deal. It's as soft as a newborn pup. It's just a beautiful, beautiful feel. This is going to be perfect for your pearl knotting. If you're not entirely sure how to pearl knot, it's so, so simple. Not straight away, but the technique is quite simple. With a bit of practice, you can definitely get your head around it. We had the lovely Fleur doing
a workshop. Yeah.
And also you can have a little look online, because We have had a few of our guest designers actually showing it online, showing it on show, and you can of course watch back on our YouTube page on Jewellery Maker. These is wonderful to work with. Already a mammoth amount of you checking out. In fact, if everyone checks out now, your names have gone off my screen. Pure 100% silk, 200 yards of it. You're ready for this? Price point today, £7.95. £7.95 for you today. And I've got to say, when you have a little look at it, let me just find the end, which is really useful actually. There's a little nook at the bottom. Can you see? A little security nook. There. Little security nook. And look, that is the kind of thickness you're working with. Isn't that wonderful? So that's going to mean you can go through loads of different gems, can't you?
It's got a beautiful sheen to it. I haven't seen it like that. I haven't seen us do it like that before. That's I should be having some of that if there's any left when I get home. Doesn't look like it though, does it?
No, probably not. But do check out as you can. You see that 71? Yeah, that's not a 71. It's just gone. $7.95 for you today, and we've got a box. It's more like, if everybody checks out, I'm in my teens actually, okay? So you've got to hurry up and get this. The purple line there, which if you're watching on the web you can't see, and I just look like I'm sort of groping at the air, but that section there is just kind of a guideline. So 32 of them left is a guideline. Some of you are going to miss out because I'm officially over allocated. Okay, everybody, we're going to move on. I've got 29 of those left, but actually nowhere near it. Nice work to all of you. Okie pokely. Heading up to some triangles now. Like I said, I've got so many treats coming out for you today. You've got to be quick off the stalls if you know about these. There you go. Let me show you that. I've got for you here these gorgeous triangles in proper sterling silver again. Now I love these. They're kind of contemporary. They've got a little bit of a kind of quirky feel about them. What do you think about these ones?
I really like them. I've seen them once before, and they make me think of, you know, the you get beautiful jewellery in, you know, the Outfitters.
Yeah.
Urban, so it's like really on trend.
Ooh, well, I'm not sure exactly about what you're talking about, but yeah.
Aren't you? So you could, you know, either dress it up or dress it down, totally unisex. So, you know, either
right.
cord, you could have macrame either side of it, or have it on sterling silver. And it, you know, like I say, unisex as well. So
yeah, of course you can.
I think they're brilliant.
I think they're stunning. I think they're kind of modern and quirky. You could use these in a bracelet, just doing one face in that way and kind of, you know, a jump ring and then one face in the other way. That's just going to be a really nice, quirky bit of a bracelet, but it's going to be in genuine sterling silver. I love that we've worked with the actual metal to create these shapes as well, because don't forget, with your silver, you've got one of the highest RIs of any precious metal. It's beating the likes of gold and platinum and titanium for how much sparkle and shine essentially you get from this. And this shape really works with it because it's got all of these different angles. So it's going to illuminate, it's going to brighten, it's going to really grab people's attention. And let's face it, when we're making jewellery, we want people to notice what we've got on, and we want people to go, oh, I love that. And for us to be able to say, oh, well, it's sterling silver and I made it, it's just going to make you smile. I know something else that's going to make you smile as well. The price of this. That price point for all of these, you're getting 5 of them in total. Let me show you. They say 925 in them. That's the inside of them. You can use them on the inside if you want. You see it bends in, if I show you like that. And then that's the outside of them. At that price point, you're getting one of the most loved metals that there is out there. I've already said, you know, I'm a silver girl, but I'm most certainly a sterling silver girl if it came down to it. The fact that you're getting 5 of these at that price point, and you could very easily make yourself 5 individual necklaces, and even with a bit of chain on them, you'd be able to make a necklace with these easily under £10, easily, because actually it's working out, well, it's under £2 per charm, isn't it? Or charm, oh yeah, charm bracelet. Use them as a charm, couldn't you, easily? $8.95. Well done to all of you who are getting those multi-bidders. Okay, again, if you want to get your hands on these ones, not a huge quantity of them left. Just been told I'm now under 60 on these ones available for you. Hey, Mrs. Christmas. Morning, ladies. If you wrap some beads inside and make earrings, love that idea. How would I do that?
Well, you could just do the. I was thinking about similar things to that, about having, you know, when we do the, is it the gem collector? So you get the loose, if you've got, because it's sort of a cage, isn't it? If you put the two together, so you could just wrap the little loops, and then you could wrap the edges. If you've got something, you know, the 0.4 sterling silver wire that we do.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
Sort of like just rummage around, wouldn't it? In it, it'd be good.
Oh, I love a good rummage.
Well, yeah.
Morning, gorgeous ladies. Can you please stop making me laugh? Oh, I've had a tooth out on Tuesday and I'm still in pain. Loving the show.
Oh, poor Leanne. Oh, I hope it's hope you're all right. It's not nice, is it?
I'm going to the dentist again tomorrow, and the other day I went to the dentist because I've had my brace off and they gave me a local anaesthetic. Well, I have never had one before. You can't feel your face. And no one told me that.
Yeah, it's a funny, like, you think you're dribbling, don't well, you probably are dribbling as well, yeah.
Yeah, but she didn't tell me that. She was just like, I'm just going to give you a local. It was already in there, and I didn't know what one was. Anyway, I thought my face was melting. Anyway, so I've got that to look forward to again tomorrow. I'm going to bring you something very special indeed whilst you're getting the last few of these. This is so special, we haven't just star-byed it. This is a showstopper. Diamonds, a girl's best friend. The opportunity for you to get your hands on the most exquisite and I would say unique collection JewelleryMaker has ever been able to bring you. I'm bringing you something which has been naturally created and faceted by Mother Nature. I'm bringing to you something that is entirely opaque and therefore the strength and depth of colour is even more abundant. Sometimes with the likes of a diamond, if you get a certain sort of in-between of transparency of diamond, the colour itself can take a back step. With these you haven't got that. You have got intense silver tones coming from this one. That beautiful black hue, which is just giving you so much intensity. I've also got for you not just this silver grey diamond, but also the black. Now get ready to see its light scintillation. It's this true sparkle because, again, with it being a beautiful opaque diamond that's naturally faceted by Mother Nature, you get that juxtaposition between that deep, deep, rich body of the black against that sparkle, that high intensity white light that just pings back to the eye over every single one of those really exceptional pieces. And then the final one, a truly unique opportunity for a lot of us here. We probably won't have seen this before if this has only been to air once before with myself and the team. We're going to be bringing this in the last ones of these now. You possibly won't have ever seen this before. It is, again, if nature is your thing, this is absolutely up your street. That green diamond, yes, ladies and gentlemen, real silver green diamond is so spectacular, isn't it? What you've got here is you've got something, I don't know about you, this might just be me, but sometimes if I'm working with chips and nuggets and I'm trying to create a kind of organic-esque design with them, my piece will naturally have a very organic nature. It will all kind of have a little bit of a everyday wear appearance. But this is going to take that to a new level. Yeah, you've got that organic nature because Mother Nature's faceted it, and you have got that stunning, stunning green, but it's almost a perfect green. It's an idyllic green. It means that you're going to be able to create your organic natures that you want to, but you're actually going to be able to say, that's a diamond in that piece, and you can tell because of the sparkle. Ladies and gentlemen, this, for me, this strand alone is understandable of the price I'm about to show you. This strand alone for me, $69.95 for this strand is astonishing. For all three, it's a phenomenal price point at £70. But guess what? I'm not staying there. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to roll this down in price. Genuine, real deal diamond. Should have been 70. We've taken it to £50 on the nose. That is a huge price slash on possibly one of the most profound, one of the most recognisable, one of the most prestigious gemstones out there in the world. The promotion on this gem is just so intense. I would imagine that people of all ages will know this. I would even imagine, you know, 3- and 4-year-olds knowing a diamond over many more gemstones. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I need to let you know something else. Well done to all those people who came in at the £70 mark. You came in because you loved it, because you're a connoisseur. The fact you got that extra 16 whatever pounds off is something very, very special to you indeed. But the fact of the matter is, you're all cutting it close now, because guess what, ladies and gentlemen, I'm in my last chance saloon right now with those people who are checking those out. That is absolutely amazing deal for you. The idea of these with the leaf design, I think, is just a great idea. With a couple of those peridot maybe just dropping down is going to be phenomenal. Ladies and gentlemen, I've now got 28-ish I've got now. Okay, well done. If you want to get these, you've got to check out those baskets. You're not going to be seeing these again, we doubt. This is going to be taken out. These are gone. Once these are gone, these are gone. You know, hopefully we might be able to get a reorder on them, but I can never guarantee you. These are very, very special, and I've got to say, Claire, you've just kind of been looking in awe at them. What do you think of this collection?
I've never seen the green ones before, and
no.
It's a real intense green as well, isn't it? It is mesmerising. And I'm thinking how I could use that in, you know, with all like the natural jewellery that I do, or the different motifs. But the fact that you could say it was diamonds in there. I mean, you know, and you wouldn't need, you know how with, say, the hair and the opals, you could just put one as little highlights. When they're that sparkly, you would just, you know, so that strand would last a long time.
I would think, you know, with the hair design that you did, where the hair's kind of leaping towards those flowers, maybe just 3 or 5 of these coming up from the flowers, like shards of grass. You know, you're using a tiny proportion of these. If you wanted to use 5, you're using around that much in the design, but actually that is going to add a lot of beauty and a lot of expected value to your piece.
And that intense green, that's all you would need. And you would know exactly what it was, you know, what you were suggesting you wanted it to be. That was a wonderful strand.
Per strand at £50, this is working out approximately £16.66. Imagine anybody, you know, if you wore this, so do you know what? If you wore this, people would probably come up to you and go, that sparkles like a diamond, but what is it? Because it's green and most people won't have seen it. So that's going to be exciting to kind of let people know, oh no, you can get diamond like this. But also, people are going to go, wait, all of that is diamond? Yeah, it actually is. 10 carats worth I've got on my wrist now. Oh my goodness. I only thought you only worked down the road, you know, in them offices. How have you afforded a 10-carat bracelet? Well, technically it cost me less than £17.
It's crazy when you think about it like that, isn't it? And you don't, when it's that big, you don't need to overwork it.
No.
So, you know, even if you're new to jewellery making, you know, you could put a crimp and a clasp on.
And you're done.
And you've made yourself a diamond bracelet.
So special, isn't it?
Yeah, it's quite impressive, isn't it?
So special. Yorkshire, Aberdeenshire, Cheshire, Dumfries and Galloway, Scottish Highlands, you've all got it in your baskets right now. And if every single one of you checks out, I would have 2 of these left, and there is somebody on the phone. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, if you want this is going to go anytime now. Just to let you know, we did have people messaging in last time. Myself and my team showed this, and just to let you know that people were asking about are we going to get more green in separately? I'm not sure that we are. We haven't been confirmed. It's about £1.67 per centimetre. That is so silly, isn't it? That's a centimetre there. I've just measured it. Centimetre. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. about 10. There's about 10 in a centimetre. On this section, obviously, towards the centre, it might be different, but there's about 10 there, so that'd be, you know, literally
nice
a few
ring,
pennies per one.
Yeah. So you could do like, you know, with Jan's channel setting.
Yes, you could do something like that, couldn't you? Oh, I like the idea. Well done to everybody. I've not actually got 7 of those left whatsoever. I'm being told to move it. Let's get going. There's hardly any of those left. I know you think Showstopper, that's a bit special. I'm going to back-to-back it with now a Star Buy. There's something so magical about a Labradorite, and it's got to be the Labrador essence, hasn't it? That wonderful ability for the light to just naturally get captured within the gemstone and skim along these beautiful fibrous elements that build up the structure of this to give you that Aurora Borealis-like colour pop that just catches the eye, and I think will make people gravitate towards this gemstone year in, year out. We know it has been one of your favourites for many, many years now, and I'd love to know, Claire, what captivates you to this strand of Labradorite?
Because it is like a magical, to me, obviously, it's like a magical property because you move it around and you've got that rainbow effect. You know, it's beautiful, it's mesmerising. And I normally really like faceted Labradorite, but they to me seem, you know, like how you said, like pebbles, so really tactile. You want to, I'd be tempted not to, just to cut the strand and just have them in my hand, you know, that you just want to, because it is like a magic, I don't know, magic stones.
I know what you mean. Yeah, it has. It's got a really kind of magical feel about it, hasn't it? It really, really does.
Like looking into a pool of magic.
Yeah.
With some magic fish.
And I love, yeah, oh, love them. The thing that I really like about this strand is the shape of them. They're described as a plain oval. For me, they've got that pebble-esque, washed-up stone about them. I don't know, I used to have a stone tumbler, which I know won't shock you, Kerry, that I used to have such a cool piece of equipment as that. But basically, you get stones, you put them in the tumbler. It takes about 3 weeks or something, maybe not quite that long, a good few days, and it smooths off your pebbles.
So it does, yeah. I think we've got one.
Yeah,
I've never used it because I thought you got quick results, but it is.
It's not quick.
No.
It takes quite a long time. But I imagine you've got that look about it, that kind of smooth pebble-esque design, and it gives you almost that magical flash. So I think you could create some really wonderful, almost natural-based, nature-esque designs about it, but actually have that magic, that Aurora Borealis, that mystical interest under the surface, couldn't you?
But because it's not faceted, so you could have it as gents jewellery. You could you know, incorporate it into, you know, so like a little thong bracelet, couldn't you? As you know, it wouldn't. It's not overpowering, which I think is. But I love that idea of, you know, almost like just stumbling across it and finding that treasure.
And it is an absolute treasure. If you want to get your hands on this treasure of a strand, you can do so today. Price point wise, we're looking at £12.95 for you today. Took a while for us to get there because Dion just got snap happy on the take a pound off button. And why not? £12.95 for these big, bold pieces of Labradorite. I'd love to know, with your inspiration, what you would do with this, please, Claire.
Well, you could do, like going back to the gents, you know, you could make beautiful cufflinks, couldn't you, with them? You know, if you've got like the toggle, you could do that. But I mean, the Labradorite is so totally, you know, it's so gorgeous. You could do it with any, and that shape, any design.
Yeah,
a nice
definitely
stretchy. Could do a nice stretchy.
Yeah. It's amazing how you get lots of different features and designs. You know, you've got these tree age spots. You've got this sneaky side face. You see him? Look, here's his hair. There's his nose, eye and a mouth. But it just goes to prove that every single one of these can tell a different story. We obviously haven't popped that on with a biro, obviously. That is Mother Nature. And that is part of our laboratories, cutting these and giving these. That isn't the type of thing you would expect to find in just a glass version.
No, you wouldn't get that at all, would you? That individuality, no.
No, it's so individual. Well done to you all at £12.95. A truly mystical gemstone, which I know a lot of you jewellery makers out there love to work with because of those mystical qualities, and quite a mystifying price, £12.95 there. Bringing a chain now. I can't wait for that opal. I'm bringing you a chain now, and it's an oval, it's a Rolo link chain. Just to let you know, that opal's coming up in just a snap of the heels, not long at all. Oh my gosh, this as a strand is phenomenal. This as a chain selection is absolutely wonderful, isn't it? You're getting that detail of the small, dainty rosary Rolo links, which means that you have got the opportunity to drop, your charms from this. But actually, for me, this is just pure elegance in the look of it itself, isn't it, Claire?
I think I'd just keep it as that. I mean, you could have, if you got the peridot earlier, you'd have one drop of peridot just in the centre,
just hanging from this.
But it looks really substantial, doesn't it?
Yeah,
from here, there's no mistaking. It's beautiful silver.
Absolutely. You've got the 925 stamper on this, and also you have that extender chain. Now that means you can wear this at numerous different locations on the décolletage. The thing I love about this chain, I've got to say, is the action of it. Now if I just show you this chain, it is so movable. If I just stretch that, can you see by just stretching my fingers how it naturally drapes? I think that is beautiful. It might sound like something silly to mention, but actually on certain chains and certain designs you will actually get areas where the loops are so that they almost lock if you try and move them or try to drape them. This doesn't have that at all. The action on it is beautiful, and that's an important thing to point out, because if, like myself, you have your collarbone, which can be kind of accentuated by something like this. It's a beautiful thing to be able to have, because it can just drape over quite elegant parts of the body, actually, giving you a real feminine look. And also, I think the great thing about having action such as that is due to the quality of the workmanship on this, is that actually it's one of those pieces that you can wear and you can almost forget that you're wearing. It's not something that's going to be rubbing or irritating, or you're fiddling with it because it's there and it's scratching against you because it's so chunky and dumpy. It's something that's just going to drape. It's going to almost become part of you itself. So you could wear this so often and almost forget that it's there until someone, of course, gives you a cheeky compliment about that beautiful neckline piece you're wearing. Stunning Rolo chain in your sterling silver. The price point today with the extender, don't forget, £9.95. Oh wow, really? Really? £6.95. Ladies and gentlemen, the action on this is absolutely sensational. You can see how beautifully that drapes. Look at the gram weight on this. You're looking at average of around about 3 grams worth of precious metal on here. Think about the work that even just goes into, sourcing, getting the hands on the silver, but then to actually give that detail. We haven't just decided to, do that beautiful design all the way round, although that's a lovely thing to do. We haven't just decided to do that. We've given you the extender, but then we've gone into this whole different feature. We've even given you the different element there that states it's 925 on the other side, but in fact we've given you enough space so that if you've got our stampers, you can easily stamp a few initials on there if you're going to gift this to someone, or even you've got your own little stamper logo that you can pop on there. That's going to be beautiful. This is a real workable chain, isn't it, Claire?
Oh, absolutely, yeah, absolutely. And I think, even if you're just starting out and you think, I'm not ready to sort of take that leap to sterling silver, when you see, like the price of the peridot, you'd want to put that with sterling silver, wouldn't you? So I think it's worth at that price stashing. I mean, that's considerable, isn't it? It's not unnoticeable.
Really is
That's
just
lovely.
beautiful, isn't it? I love how it catches the light. I mean, even from where you are now, you could see that, can't you? You could see how that light just catches and grabs around it. Because don't forget, it's one of the highest RI and precious metals that there is out there. It's just sensational. Well done to every single one of you. Vast majority multi-purchasing on this. I've got 2s and 3s left, right and centre. Well done to every single person who's getting their hands on a few of these. And it's unsurprising, actually, because, you know, the £7 mark, you have got something very, very exceptional here. You've got that gorgeous action, that beautiful movement, that serious amount of gram weight in sterling silver, and you get that high shine as well. So a very special chain here for you, and super workable as well. My lovely Dion is having a really good nosy online. She's going, hello, how much are change nowadays on the high street? And she's just gone to well-known high street store online. What'd you say? $24.99, $16.99, $32.99, $12.99. High street stores, you know, time and time again, sterling silver chain, very similar in kind of look and design as this. None of them, I can imagine, that you're seeing right now, are $6.95, are they? No. In fact, that wasn't even a no, it was a no. Like, and I'm really trying. No, they're not. That is a phenomenal, phenomenal deal. Well done, everyone. Your names have gone off my screen right now. And if you did want to pair this with... The diamond sold out, did it? If you wanted to pair this with the likes of maybe a peridot, that would be exceptional, wouldn't it? That would be special. Oh, a parrot and... Now, I know... a lot of you won't have had the chance. A lot of you who wanted these diamonds won't have had the chance. But, gotta say, the peridot, the diamond, 2 left. The peridot, the diamond, and that sterling silver chain, I think work really nicely together. Look at those. Isn't that decadent? If you do want the diamonds, a couple of them left, not so many at all. They were working out under £17 per strand at the price we dropped them to, and it's the only chance we have at the moment of getting the green variety of diamonds in that collection as well. So it came to £50 for all 3 and for the box as well. You got to be quick on that though, seriously. £6.95. Love that peridot. £6.95. Oh, what about? I know I keep getting distracted by this, but I can't help it. Coming up so soon. Oh, doesn't that just go well? That's got Becky Redican written all over it, doesn't it? Okay, ladies and gents, not a massive amount of these ones left, but you know, we've gone from showstopper to star by to another showstopper. It's going to be one of those days, stay where you are. This is a showstopper, and it's something blue. One of the rarest of gems in the world. A gem actually that's going through kind of dire situations at the moment with the amount that we can get out of the ground, because it is minimal. We've got to a point in the earth right now where we can't go any further, and we are also going to a point right now where certain mines aren't bringing out the quality, the top grade quality that brings in the top grade moolah. Now what does that mean? Well, it means that if that continues to happen, if you don't get those very, very, you know, high grade tanzanites, I'm talking the likes of your triple A's, if you're not getting those out of the ground, then the mines are going to be spending the same amount of money. So what's that going to mean? It could mean mines could be closing down very, very soon. Fingers crossed they don't. It would be lovely if they were still going to go for the next 3, 4, 5 years. But at the moment in time as it stands, that seems highly unlikely. I'm bringing to you something which is absolutely famed for anyone who doesn't know it, because actually some of you might not. I know there's been a lot of new viewers recently. For anyone who's never heard of tanzanite, okay, it is, you've probably seen it and not noticed it. You've probably seen it and not realised it's tanzanite. It's been all over the catwalks in massive magazines. The likes of Tiffany have worked with this. You know that Tiffany kind of took it on as one of their gemstones. They launched the gem in 1969, I think it was. And, you know, we've got such a big names that have worked with this. You'll see the likes of this on celebrities in Vogue magazine, in Tatler magazine, in the likes of your Cosmopolitan. You know, you see this gemstone being worn. In fact, even in films, you might not have realised, but Titanic, Rose in Titanic, played by Kate Winslet, you know, she has the Heart of the Ocean, it's called, the beautiful big blue gemstone. That was a tanzanite. You know, it's this kind of gem that you may have seen but not realised, and that's because it's a connoisseur's pick. That's because it is one of those pieces that has its own statement, and own status in certain circles. It's a one locational gemstone. That's one of the reasons this is so rare. One locational gemstone. It's from the foothills of Mount Kilimanjaro. This amazing scenery, this astonishing landscape that you have on this. And it is to the north of Tanzania that you find this gemstone. Now, it's such a miracle that we've been able to get this, in particular with the situational mining as it is. There's certain mines that do look likely to close very soon. And for that reason, the price of tanzanite over the last few years has been going up and up and up. And it's not actually been a steady rise. You know, within the space of about 9 months, you have had such a boom, such a boost in the price points on it. I'm talking about sort of 900% in a very short space of time, over the space of sort of a year, 9 months. 900% we saw very recently, and that continues to raise in price hikes. It's extremely rare, it's extremely stunning, it's worn by some of the best known names in the world. And I'm pretty sure they won't have spent the price you're about to see. Can I just say that what we're about to do, this goes against everything we've ever been taught, everything we've ever been told. When rarity gets there, £11.90. When rarity gets to a point that you can hardly get it anymore. Even us as a big company, as a well-known company here with the great connections, even though we find it very, very difficult to get, you know, it's so difficult for you to treat yourself to and to get. £11.95, taking that price down, we should not be able to get our hands on it. We should not be able to get our hands on it. And you know, some of the celebrities are just, some of the celebrities been seen wearing this. Angelina Jolie, Dion's just found nosy in. Beyonce has been wearing this stunning gemstone. Victoria Beckham has been wearing this stunning gemstone. Elizabeth Taylor wearing it quite recently, actually, this stunning piece. You know, it is that gemstone. It is the gemstone that those big, status, strong, you know, talented women that you see out there are wearing this gemstone because of its status, because of its prestige. And let's face it, because of its beauty. That is beautiful, isn't it? Don't you think? It's just so serene and beautiful. £11.95 to get one of the rarest gemstones in the world. A lot of people staking this in the top 10 rarest gemstones in the world at £11.95. Please, Claire, tell me what you think about this strand at that price.
I was just thinking that about my maths isn't very good, but you could make yourself and you'd have more than enough. So a tanzanite and a green diamond, or any other colour diamonds, a bracelet or necklace. What that would be under. So what if one was 70?
50,
yeah, that is incredible.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is absolutely astonishing to be able to get your hands on this. And don't forget, it's graduated, so that's going to make it so workable, isn't it, Claire?
Well, yeah, because you can do your full suite of jewellery there. So you could use the larger ones, say, for your neckline pieces, your necklaces, or your do graduated across the wrist, and then your smaller ones for the earrings, or so, again, channel setting for your rings.
Oh, channel setting with this would be absolutely perfect. You could do a neckline piece. I love when a neckline piece graduates up behind to the back. I think that's beautiful. But like you say, you've got the centre ones for your necklace, the medium-sized ones maybe for a ring, and the more delicate ones possibly for earrings. You can make a whole suite of jewellery for £11.95 out of one of the rarest gemstones out there. That's mind-boggling. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, just been made aware I've now got under 50 of these. That quantity is catching up. Under 50 of these available for you now. If you want to treat yourself to Tanzanite, get it whilst you can at $11.95. And don't forget, you know, we have brought to you silly prices on Tanzanite of late, but some of the most ridiculous ones, you're not expecting any shaping at all. I know we've brought you nuggets close to this price. Recently, but those are nuggets, you know, the workmanship that's got on top of this you have to take into account. So it's just amazing that you've got this. It really is. Yeah, and don't forget, you know, Dion has got a penchant for the blue, and therefore she sees this, she doesn't go, that's Tanzanite, I've got to keep the price high like we keep being told. She just goes, oh, that's blue. Oh, it's blue. Oh, I love that. That's so blue. And then she just drops the price. And she really does. Honestly, you know, she absolutely loves and adores blue. And she loves and adores everyone being able to own one of her favourite colours. So she just drops the price. It's silly, I know, but it's a good excuse, and we're absolutely behind it. We really are. 11,095 pence. Okay, everybody, I've got around about 20-ish in baskets of these ones available for you. Everybody get on the phone. Please do make sure that as you're on the phone, press option number 1. You'll get through to our call centre. They're only a few doors down the road, and they're so lovely, really knowledgeable as well. So if you've got any questions about this gem, if you are new, a lot of them are GIA trained in the call centre, so you can ask them a question. I'm sure they'll be able to help you out. 11.95 for you. Okay, hardly any of those ones left. Okay, it is that time when you thought it couldn't get any better. I'm about to bring you absolute quality. Not everyone in the world is going to be able to own this today. Not everyone who wants this is going to be able to get their hands on it because the quality is so excessive. Ladies and gentlemen, right now is your opal. That natural flash that you're seeing under the surface of this is exactly that. It's natural. It is caused by these tiny silica-based beads, which over time, due to the kind of rushing of water taking place inside the crust of the earth, you get this warm water that essentially brings in all of these elements and takes on all of these elegants, mainly silica-based substances, time and time again, trickles them down into these crevices, into these nooks. And what you get in these nooks is layers and layers of this silica-heavy water. And then over time, that water is evaporated and the kind of process begins again. And after hundreds upon thousands and thousands of years, you get left with this stunning gemstone made up of these tiny microscopic, tiny silica balls, so tiny in fact that these tiny elements, these tiny silica balls, if you wanted to get sort of a grain of sugar or salt size of these, there would be around 40,000 of these tiny silica balls in there. They're absolutely microscopic. But the power of these tiny elements is so impactful because every single one of these spheres has the opportunity for the light to come in, dome around and flicker out this dispersion of greens, golds, blues, sometimes even purples and pinks. This strand does that so effortlessly well. Take a little look, ladies and gentlemen. Your stunning Ethiopian opal. Now, I do just need to let you know, again, for the benefit of anyone who is new to us, that opal under these lights does have a tendency to not show off its full wealth because the lights in here are so intense. Every single one of these lights has 4 bars within it, and those 4 bars are separated into 2. So every single one of those lights has 8 bars. Now, opal is one of those gemstones that thrives at this time of the year when it is a little bit duller, it is a little bit darker outside. It really thrives in these lighting circumstances. So in here, it does seem muted. But that's kind of a good thing, because if you're going to look at this and you're going to fall in love with it, then actually when you get it home and you actually see the quality of it, you are going to be so impressed. You are going to be over the moon. Basically, I'm showing you it here, and the quality's okay. Oh, sorry. I'm showing you it here, and the quality looks okay under these lights, but your expectations are here. When I bring you this home, your expectations are going to go through the roof. I just think it's absolutely stunning. The quality of this is phenomenal. The clarity aspects on it is phenomenal. The kind of colourings that we've got on this is wonderful as well. It really is somewhat special. If the tiny silica balls weren't exceptional, then you wouldn't get any of the clarity aspects and you wouldn't get as much of that flash. Can you see how you're getting pin and flash at the same time? Actually, you've always got ribbon in that one, haven't you? These different ways in which that light interacts with the opal. It's a very, very special time to get your hands on Ethiopian opal, I will just say to you. At this moment in time, Ethiopian opal, the Wellow opal, is in dire straits at the moment, truly. It's kind of the first time we've really been given an indication of the situation with this. But as a lot of you will know, we have to abseil down essentially a cliff face to get our hands on this. And there's a seam, there it is. There's a seam here that you could see on that cliff. In fact, I wonder, can I point to it? The seam that we've actually got, because that mountain, you just go, wow, that is a seam that's part way down that mountain. It's kind of, oh, it's hard to describe, but where the lip hangs over, it's there, it's a seam. And that seam is only a couple of meters deep. We've tried looking a few meters above that seam and a few meters below that seam. That seam that you've just seen is here. That's how far down it is. It's that element, that area there. That's the zoom in that you've seen. Essentially, we've tried to look above, we've tried to look below, we've even tried to look on the other side of the kind of cliff faces. We're not finding anything like this. At the moment in time, that as soon as we run out of this gem, that could be it, because we're already looking. Your price point today, ladies and gentlemen, is brand spanking new. The quality is exceptional. I absolutely agree. That price is something special, but we're about to drop this really, really low. Ladies and gentlemen, no way on earth would I ever expect this quality of opal, and I've seen it in the flesh. I would never expect this quality of opal to be like this. You've got 20% discount, one of the best quality opals I've seen in a very long time. Not only are you getting the greens, you're getting some of the rarest colours in the world of that beautiful red. You very rarely get opalescence of that. That is an amazing price. Well done to all of you who already came in and got it at that £100 mark, but guess what? The £20 sale is on this strand. No need for it at all, because actually with Ethiopian opal at the moment, it is one of the most difficult opals to get your hands on. It's one of the rarer opals to get your hands on at the moment. Jack is saying, morning, lovelies. I doubted the pin fire, but I admit I was wrong too. It's mesmerising when it arrived. Jack, thank you for letting us know that. Yeah, true. And you know what? Some of you probably will. Some of you could sit here and just go, well, Becky, really? Because I'm using my own eyes here and I can't see that much pin fire. Get it home, because in real light sources you are going to see it, and if you don't, send it back. 30-day money back guarantee. And do you know what? I'm even going to give you a Becky guarantee on this one. It's the Becky guarantee, which I only do on my absolute favourite types of opal, and that I believe in completely, and a Becky kind of agreement with you on this is, if you get this home and you think, Becky, I think it looked better to you, it looked better through my TV set on my screen than it does in real life, then you don't have to buy opal from me again. That's how much I believe in this. That's how much I know this is going to look better in the lighting sources around your home when you're going out in the day, in the evening. I know it's going to look more fiery, more pin fire, more flash than it does underneath these light sources on the screen that you're seeing right now. Come on in, get it whilst you can, because you don't have to use many of these at all. One or two is going to give you a dramatic look, isn't it?
Oh yes, yeah, and like you said with the tanzanite, you know, you've got that graduated strand, haven't you? So perfect for any style of jewellery you want to do. Full suite.
just phenomenal. It really, really is. Well done to every single one of you who's getting your hands on this. Not a massive amount of them left. Do stay tuned after the break. I've got more deals and more creativity. I'll see you in a few minutes.
Do you want to tell everyone about the great purchase you've made from JewelleryMaker? Do you want to shout about the great service you've received? Then why not download the JewelleryMaker's Viewer's Voice app, available for iPhone or Android, and record a video that could be played on JewelleryMaker. Simply search JewelleryMaker Viewer's Voice in the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store and download our Viewer's Voice app straight to your phone or tablet. You can record as many videos as you like and send them straight to us here at JewelleryMaker. All you have to do is then carry on watching us as usual and wait for your video to be played. Download the JM Viewers Voice app and you could be the next face we see here on JewelleryMaker.
Did you know when you book on a JewelleryMaker workshop, you are given exclusive access to our JewelleryMaker shop? You can browse through special items and offers, be privy to selected discounts and deals that you can't get at any other time. Shop whilst you learn and grab yourself some amazing offers. For more information on workshops and available dates, contact our call centre. There are 4 easy ways to stay in touch with JewelleryMaker. You can like our Facebook page and join a community of over 54,000 people. You can follow us on Twitter and tweet us your messages and opinions, send photos of your designs and enter our Wall of Fame competition. Or if you need any help or advice, you can email our friendly help team. Make sure to get involved and stay up to date with JewelleryMaker.
Join resident designer Sheila for our Bridal Headwear for Beginners DVD. Sheila will guide you through an array of beautiful bridal designs, including a pearl tiara, the star hair comb, a twisted spiral tiara, and much more. This DVD is packed full of inspiration and helpful hints and tips. To get your hands on a copy, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655.
JewelleryMaker have a special offer running on our workshops. If you book yourself on 4 workshops, you'll receive £50 off. We have a variety of courses to choose from beginner to advanced, covering a wide selection of mediums. This is a limited offer until the end of February, so book your places now to avoid disappointment. Get interactive with JewelleryMaker by liking our Facebook page and join over 55,000 like-minded people. Are you new to jewellery making? Not sure where to start? Not sure what materials you'll need? Then tune into JewelleryMaker between 7 PM and 9 PM throughout January for our Get Started show. We'll guide you through how to get started with step-by-step tutorials. Our talented designers will give you advice, inspiration, and introduce you to new mediums. Start off the new year with a new hobby.
Gosh, these are huge pieces, aren't they? Isn't it lovely to see a nice big faceted round spinel? We don't often get to see it, do we? We tend to get to see little rondelles or really little rounds, you know, sort of about the 4 mil. These mammoth. Take a look. How dynamic and dramatic are they? Aren't they? They give you so much shine and so much sparkle. I love a big spinel myself. Now, when I'm talking about spinel, you get so much of a high refractive index. You're around about a 1.717. Essentially what that means is you get this huge impact when the light hits the surface. Because don't forget, you've got the same cubic crystal structure as that of a diamond. It's exactly the same, exactly the same. So you've got that opportunity for the shine. You know, we'd expect the scintillation of a diamond. You can have the opportunity of that shine, but for me, this does it even better than a black diamond. And I'll tell you why. Because yeah, the RI is up there. Yeah, it's got the same cubic structure as a diamond, but actually the surface of a black diamond a lot of the time is forgiven for being highly blemished. And when we talk about blemish, what are we talking about? Well, we talk loads about inclusions, don't we? We always say, oh, it's got a few inclusions. They're nice, aren't they? They're all right. Or, oh, this one's got no inclusions whatsoever. That's brilliant. A blemish is similar to that of an inclusion, except the inclusion happens within a gemstone. A blemish will happen on the surface area of a gemstone. So what you can get sometimes in diamonds is you can get these pits, these falls, these troughs, almost these pinprick effects of kind of dents in the surface. So that obviously interrupts the light flash. You haven't got that at all on this black spinel, do you? Not to the eye. You're not getting a facet on this that kind of almost melts away and looks a bit diffused. You're getting ping, you're getting a flash bulb, you're getting this kind of paparazzi light frame, aren't you? Of all of these beautiful pans of light. Because as you get that light hitting the facet, you get that pow of light. You don't get a bit whereby there's kind of on the junctions of all of these facets, you don't get bits where there's all these little dints and dents so it kind of fades out. You get that purity of flash. That is going to give you a look of decorum. It's going to give you a look of absolute glamour and sheen and shine, isn't it? It's really going to light up your face or your neckline area. That's a naughty price. Is it? Is it a naughty price? I'll be completely honest with you. I've forgotten the price. I'll be completely honest. I looked at this last night and I did have a quick refresh this morning, but I have forgotten. You know what I'm like. So I've completely forgotten. But if even Andrea's saying that this is a naughty price, and I know full well that you love a good bargain, then actually this must be something very naughty indeed. But I wouldn't expect it, would you? I wouldn't. I would expect a big high-end price on this. Why? Well, because the quality of it, i.e. blemish-free stunning spinel, is up there. Mammoth pieces, each one of these around a 7 mil in areas, and each one of these bringing to you in total around 118 carats worth. That's astonishing. But also I wouldn't expect a low price because it's quite a bespoke shape. We don't actually here at JewelleryMaker get to see big faceted rounds that often. The dainty, tiny little 4 mil ones or even 3 mil ones, sometimes yeah, the rondelles, but not big rounds like this. And usually when you're getting a bespoke shape, well then you can pay a premium, can't you? Oh, what is that? Dion, why are you being so mischievous? Have you seen what Dion's written in a little note bar at the bottom? Guess what, Andrea? It's going lower. But Andrea's already just said that's an amazing price. Dion's whapped out the arrows. It's going down. Your price point today, ladies and gentlemen, on massive, but no way. Oh, no, you did not see that coming, did you? I'm absolutely, have you seen the size of these? That, for me, is big enough for a ring. Bearing in mind kind of the average or the go-to definition of a cocktail ring is around about a 4 by 6 mil. These are 7 mil. So that is a cocktail ring instantly. $9.95. Oh my goodness. For that much shine, for that much glimmer, for that much surface effect. I can't get over it. $19.95. I would have been absolutely happy chappy. I can't get over that. I am joined today, by the way, by a lovely guest designer who I want to ask 2 questions. Number 1, how much do you love this for $9.95?
It's absolutely incredible. I'm thinking that I would have it, you know, with the little maple leaf earrings that you had before, the silver ones, I would just turn that into a charm, and I might take one off the end and just have it down, and I would just have a stretchy bracelet with that, and just, you would wear that all the time, wouldn't you? Just, you know, you could wear it out, daytime. That's a wonderful strand.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Question number 2 I want to ask you.
Oh, this is sounding like the 3-word game, this is. It's stressing me out.
Can we just check Claire's face before I ask this question, please? Are you my secret Santa? Oh, you so are, aren't you?
And it's a secret.
Are you? Well, I think her face said it all, ladies and gentlemen, don't you? Don't you? Bearing in mind, guest designers doing Secret Santa, I was very privileged to be invited to take part in it as well. And Claire was just saying, oh, I've not done my Secret Santa yet. I've not done it yet. And I've had a nosy in the box, and mine's not in there yet. So I thought, I wonder if she's mine. Don't worry, the end date isn't until the 31st. Is it? The 31st?
I thought it was like tomorrow.
Wait, 30th. Is it the 30th or 31st?
I don't know. Could a responsible, organised guest designer let us know?
You know? Yeah, let you know. Let us know. Mine's already done. I've done mine. Mine's there, ready.
So, well, have you
ready
got me
to
then?
go. Pardon?
Have you got me then?
No. But I wouldn't tell you if I did, would I, Claire?
I wouldn't tell you either.
Your face has told me. Look, this awkward laughter has told me, Claire. Oh, I can't wait! Oh my gosh, I'm so excited!
I haven't got you.
You have, haven't you? You have. I can't wait. Don't worry, ladies and gents, I'll let you know what it is. After the weekend, I'll let you know. Might take a little photo of it. When am I expecting to get it then?
Got to make it yet.
I knew it was me! I knew it! Or else you wouldn't have said that. You would not have said that.
I'm not saying any more.
I cannot wait to get my Claire Macdonald original. Okay, everybody, not many of these odds left at all. Well done to you all who've already got it. $9.95 for you today. Okay, everyone, head in to the drops. Oh. Yeah. Ah, sorry. Yeah, I don't know what I was looking for then. Extendable toggle clasps. Claire, I've got here.
Oh, I don't think I've seen those.
I've seen them in a massive matrix box before. You know, the triple ones. I've seen them in a massive matrix box before, but you had to get all of them. You had to get, you know, that, which is great if you're making loads of jewellery. But if you've only got, you know, 5 or 6 designs in mind at this time and you only want to save a few, then this is a great way to buy them, isn't it? If you haven't seen them before, let me show you around them. So, the toggle clasp, we know what it is, right? It's a loop with a T-bar that pops in. You're done, you just did. What I've got here, this is what we tend to see. Tend to see a piece like that, don't we? Tend to see a piece with 1 T-bar and 1 round. But actually, you've got the 2 extra droppers on here and the 2 extra jump rings. Now, why have we got those? Well, first things first, it means you can have a toggle clasp but still make it extendable, which for me is so, so important. I make things for my grandma often, a lot of the time, and my grandma does have dexterity problems, and she does have the likes of necklaces with lobster claw clasp that she keeps on all of the time. But actually sometimes I've made her pieces that I think, I know that she likes to wear these different lengths and I'm not sure that's going to be the right length, so I've got to put an extender on it. So actually maybe I will have to go for a lobster claw clasp. With this though, I know for a fact she finds with her dexterity problems the toggle clasp easier to work with, because they are, aren't they? Tend to be a bit easier, especially if you've got no nails. In particular, it's going to be a bit easier than a tiny lobster claw clasp. But also I've still got that opportunity for her to wear it at whatever length she likes. But another great thing about these is perhaps if you are making to sell the likes of a bracelet, it's obviously very important that your bracelet is the right size. Necklace, you've got a little bit of more forgiveness because you can wear it different lengths. A bracelet, it's either going to be too tight or it could fall off, couldn't it, within just a matter of a few sort of inches. This is going to be great if you're making to sell it, you just don't know anyone's bracelet size, and that's going to be perfect to do that design. That's going to be absolutely sensational. Because I'll be honest with you, I bought my sister, well, I was going to buy my sister a ring for Christmas. She'd seen one of my rings that she absolutely loved. And I asked my mum what ring size she was, and my mum didn't have a clue, so I think she went to ask my sister. And my sister essentially, well, my mum says, oh, I think she's between a size N and Q. Well, they're not close to each other at all. Then my mum asked my sister, and my sister went, I think I'm a W. What? My sister didn't even know her own ring size, and she most certainly wouldn't know her own bracelet size. So if you're gifting to someone and you're not sure, something like this is going to be perfect. But I know what you're all thinking, jewellery makers. You're all thinking, well, actually, I'd probably just use that as a toggle clasp. And then I've got those left over for a pair of earrings or for a lariat style necklace. The fact that you're not just getting one, you're getting 10, all for this price point. £6.95 is really something wonderful indeed, working out about 70p per one. And think how many different pieces of jewellery you can make with this. That isn't just one connector if you don't want it to be. Do you know what that could be? If I holded you this, if I held this here for you, do you know what that could be? This could be, if we looked at each section, that could be a pair of cufflinks at the top, because you use the T-bar of a toggle clasp for a pair of cufflinks. That could then be a pair of earrings there, maybe do a bit of wire work around them. That one could be the centre of a ring, couldn't it? Put a gemstone in the middle. That one could be could be a pendant loop, if you wanted to do that. This one could be with the jump ring, you could use it as a charm carrier. And then that one could be used for a lariat style necklace and you have the chain running through. So don't just think of it like a clasp. This is something very, very special indeed. What did you say, my love? Text him, did you say? Lots and lots and lots of you treating yourself to these ones. And look, actually, I've just linked some together. You could do a bit of a funky design if you wanted to with them, couldn't you? What do you think of these there?
I think two things. Well, I think they're great, but it's also making me think, I don't ever claim to be an expert about selling my jewellery, but I have done one craft fair, and the best seller on there was, you know, if you take like just the decorative jump ring and you get some of the cords, and so you just use it as like the central point at the front.
Love that.
See, on that one, you would have, what, at least two. I mean, you could use, like you say, you could use the other bit for your cufflinks.
Yeah.
And I did that, I think they were £3 each. So it's just some cord, and you can just do, say, one gem hanging off that decorative jump ring, and you just layer them up.
Love
so they'd be
that
brilliant
idea.
addition to the stack of bracelets that we're going to do in a bit.
And we are going to be bringing you stacker bracelets very soon. I love those. Lots of you treating yourself to these ones. There really, really is. Well done to every single one of you. And I just want to say that the detail on them is absolutely beautiful. You've almost got this twisted chain design. Gives it a bit of a nautical feel, I think. It's very kind of Dolce & Gabbana, very kind of Gucci, kind of Chanel-esque as well, isn't it? Really stunning for all of those. Lots of you coming in, not many left, so I've got to, before we sell out, get on to your showstopper. Okay, we're going to be bringing to you now some of the most famous gemstones in the world. I'm bringing you three of possibly the most notable gems out there in the form of your stunning sapphire, emerald and ruby. Oh my. Look at the intensity of hue and saturation on this. The colours are just idyllic, aren't they? They really, really are. I love that we've gone to the effort of getting true colour matching gemstones here. And what I mean by that is what you're getting. When I talk about colour, don't forget, I'm not just talking about hue. So for example, you know, as you're panning across this, you can see the individual gems, can't you? You can see the sapphire blue, you can see the emerald green, you can see the ruby red. So that is referring to your hue. But actually, we've really gone a step further on the kind of colour aspect on this, because we've not just gone for the idyllic hue of each gem, we've actually gone for a beautiful tone of each. Don't forget, tone graded between 0% and 5%, 5% being black. We've got the idyllic tone, haven't we? I mean, that ruby red is the kind of ruby red that if you close your eyes and imagined ruby red, you would have it there, isn't it? And then we've also gone for saturation, we've gone for impact, amount as it were, of kind of the hue and the concentration, let's say, overlay of the colour. You've really got an impact here. There's no kind of wishy-washy ones that almost look like you've over-diluted a cordial, you know. They're impactful, the saturation is there. All of those aspects of colour can mean a really big, high price point. I wish I could say I had 140 of these ones, but I just don't. So if you want to get your hands on this and get those 3 aspects of beautiful colour across 3 of the biggest known gemstones in the world, now's the opportunity. Get your hands on it today. It is our showstopper price point. That price already phenomenal. We are going to drop this down. Don't forget, we're not an auction site. We're not a site that starts off at a crazy loopy price and then drops the price. We're a channel that starts off at a great price, a wonderful price, a price that we're happy with. And now and again, not always, now and again, we will do silly price drops like that. £14.95 to get your hands on 3 of possibly the most notable gemstones in the entire world. You know that you can't always expect a price drop. Don't always expect those arrows. Don't always get used to seeing those arrows. We're not an auction site that starts off at one price and drops it down. We're the type of channel and type of site that essentially we get a really good purchase on something. We get pass that great purchase price on to you, and now and again we get to drop the price. So to be able to bring you emerald, ruby and sapphire at a lower price than it originally was is phenomenal. It's very special indeed to be able to bring that, and not something we would generally expect. Totally natural across each and every one of them as well. Shazza says, I am so sorry I didn't mention the crew earlier. Hello to all of the wonderful crew. Let's say hello. Today on cameras, it's Ollie. Woo! See, you can always tell it's Ollie and not Kerry. Why? Well, he shows his face is number 1, and also hair's a bit different, just a bit. Kerry is off somewhere. Where's Kerry off to?
We've got a meeting this afternoon.
Kerry's doing a swap in for a meeting. So today, where Kerry would normally be in the hot seat, I'm now joined by the dapper gentleman we know as Ben. Hey Ben! Yay. There's director Ben. Oh, look at him being so dapper. Of course, there is the gorgeous Dion. Dion, your hair's looking absolutely rad today, girl. Looking amazing. And last but by no means least, the lady who puts even Dion's hair to shame at times. It is the stunning, the sensational Cassie! Just looking cool there. Claire, your work... I haven't finished that text.
Put it back.
Claire, your works are just amazing. Just love it, says Shazza.
Shazza's lovely, isn't she?
Isn't she? She's really nice. Okay, everybody, Shazza's already loving Fleur's designs, Claire's designs. We were talking about Fleur a moment ago, that's why it confused me. We're talking about Claire's designs with the hair earlier on. I have got another kit coming up for you now. Get your last chance to get your hands on the ruby, emerald and sapphire. Well done to everyone. Which part of the kit are we starting off with, Dee? I've got the chains and the bracelets, the bases, yeah? The bases and the gems. Yeah, okay, I'm going to bring you the hefty part of the kit first. You're going to love this. I've done a 2-part kit, and I've got to say to you that everyone's going to want at least one part of this, every single one of you. I bet most of you are going to want 2. I'm bringing to you today a lovely collection, and this is for your stack of bracelets. Nice bit of a challenge, that.
I know. Oh, they're my favourite piece of jewellery, so...
Yeah. Why, we've got in here the bases, as it were. Why do you find these very useful when creating a bangle-esque look?
Because all the hard work has really been done for you. You've got the structure there. It's only up to you. You can just embellish it or just leave it absolutely plain like that. I mean, it's a nice look. How it is.
Yeah, it really is. You're getting 2 of these, as you could see. Super duper simple to put on, you know, a few different sizes will fit. I like it just like this, but you can go as far as you like with these, you really can, and we're going to be showing you some of Claire's designs working with this, obviously, in a moment or 2. So you are getting 2 of those ones, just to let you know. Really nice sturdy wire on there as well to weave against. Speaking of wire, I'm going to bring you some more wire in this beautiful, rich gold colour. You've got a big amount on these. These are our 50-metre spools. So I know it looks like a smaller spools, but again, we've made an option to use less packaging on our spools, so we've gone for 50 meters worth on both of these, 0.8 and 0.4 in that lovely rich gold. Really nice strong core on these with all that copper, and then that beautiful gold over the top. Beautiful, it's such a lovely gold color, it really is. And then the apatite. Now you don't tend to see apatite in kits that often, do you, Claire?
I don't think I've had it in a kit for a long time.
No. It's something I would say that is generally savoured for the likes of a star buy, a showstopper, you know, because it is a gem that we don't just stumble upon day in, day out. How was it to get this in a kit?
Yeah, beautiful, because it's like an icy, isn't it? An icy blue.
The rarity of it is quite extreme, actually, in certain areas of the world. In particular, when you've got it with so much clarity as this. Was yours as clear as this strand, or have I just got a lucky one?
No. Both beautiful strands. Yeah.
Yeah, really stunning.
And lovely to have both shapes as well.
Does that make them workable?
Yeah,
extra workable?
Yeah, because I think you get a different shapes and textures, but it's the same colour tone, which I think is a nice element to jewellery.
It does give it a special edge of elegance, I suppose. You've got the plain rounds in here, which are a 4mm. Nice to see a dainty size on those, because the impact of colour doesn't mean they have to be over the top in size, does it? But then you've also got those ovals as well, giving you a really nice elongation and arrow point, if it were. Let me remind you exactly all of this in one kit. I do have a second part coming up later, but if you want these stunning gems and you want all the wire, I've got it here for you. I wish I could say I had 110, but I don't. We're rolling that price down for you right here, right now. You ready for it? Price point today, just £21.95. That's with 100 meters worth of your wire. That price alone for 100 meters worth of 0.8 and 0.4 is phenomenal, isn't it?
Yeah, so really, really versatile and useful gauges. I mean, you know, and it's a lovely, it's beautifully soft. I don't know if it's quite a new wire that we've got. So yeah, it's lovely to work with.
Nice fluidity.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
And it goes so well with those apatite colours as well. Ladies and gentlemen, you know you shouldn't be expecting that price generally. It's even just for the wire, you shouldn't. I mean, our 50-metre spools used to be around the £20 mark. The 50-metre spools, just for one spool of 50 used to be very close to that mark. So to be able to bring you the bases and those two strands is something very special. In fact, so special, you're nudging upon your staff cost here. That is very, 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 very special indeed price point, I have to say.
And again, I mean, I've got loads left. The drill holes in the rounds, so you can get the 0.8 through.
Yeah.
So that is wonderful to work with, because you're getting a really a beautiful, delicate gemstone, but it's actually workable as well. So you can get that gauge of wire through. And again, like the kit before, so I've done all these pieces and obviously my demo pieces, you know, other bits, and I've still got all that left.
You've still got a mammoth amount left over. So it is just going to go and go and go, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really is. Oh, sorry, I just whacked my mic then. I just want to show you the second part of this now, and I've just kind of simply draped this. I am in love with this. I've never seen this before. Oh, isn't that just gorgeous? Do you love it? This looks sensational, doesn't it?
You don't need to do anything else, do you, really? I could just sit down now and then not do anything, because that looks lovely.
Yeah, absolutely. And then let me show you the second one of these as well. You're going to fall in love with this one too. You ready? I absolutely adore it. Never seen anything like this ever at JewelleryMaker. If you want to get your hands on this, you have to come in and get your hands on it right here, right now. Let me show you, because this is so different, kind of the intricacy of this, if I will. Let me just show you. This is the movement upon it. I know that looks like it's probably just superstructural. It's not. Look at the movement and the drape that's going to give you on this chain. It is phenomenal, isn't it? That is a Grecian style ring. To me, that is done and dusted. I'm absolutely over the moon. I love the idea of a headband. I said a headband as soon as I walked in today to Claire. As soon as I walked in today to Claire, I just went like that. I just went, Wouldn't it? Headband. It is so beautiful.
Fantastic,
Earrings
isn't it?
will be stunning. Honestly, the movement on it, if I just again, drape it over my fingers, that is phenomenal. Now, this is going to sell out. We are not bringing this kind of individual pieces to you as separates at this moment in time. We don't think we're going to be able to. I've got the stock of this. What we've got, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, everyone's adding it to their orders. This, and let me just show you as well. Sorry, I haven't mentioned how much you're getting. You're getting a meter's worth of each. Let me show you. This is a huge amount you're getting. A meter's worth of this is absolutely mammoth amount, and that means you're going to have so much fun to work with. I just love the idea of using these in opposite directions, as I kind of spin this around, and you can really easily, let me just show you, one going one way, and then maybe one going as another. Oh, I just love this design. I really do. It's just beautiful. I like the idea of just going wild with these and going pile it on, and really going for it. The idea of these, you know what I'm like, the idea of these on shoes in kind of a gladiator style. The idea
that'd be
of,
nice,
really pretty, wouldn't it? The idea of doing these as a anklet as well would be phenomenal. If you know anyone who's having a themed wedding, maybe around the Bollywood theme or even around the Grecian theme or nature theme, then this to me is perfect, because it looks like vines, doesn't it? It looks like beautiful draped lianas. It's just phenomenal. And again, sorry, don't forget, it is for both chains. 2 meters worth of these in total. We're not bringing them individually. We're not going to be bringing them separately at all. Sorry, what did you say, my love? Is that to me? Show you the back of the bead chain. Can you show the back of the wheat chain so I can see? Yeah, the back of the wheat chain. Let me show you. This is double-sided. Double-sided, front and back. Isn't that spectacular? Isn't it amazing? It links up at the kind of peak of every one of these. It's just phenomenal. Ladies and gentlemen, just £21.95. I haven't got many of these left. Sorry, I should have said that. I haven't got many of these left at all. If you want to get your hands on both of those, you've got to do so now. Absolutely stunning 2 meters worth of this chain. It's about to sell out. As soon as that has sold out, which, by the way, is going to be seconds. So I'm sorry about that. But as soon as that does sell out, we'll put this kit back on the screen for you, which, of course, is the bases, a massive amount of wire, and those beautiful 2 gemstone strands as well, about to sell out on that. I'm sorry for anyone who missed out, but for those of you who got it, what a deal and a half. Aren't they stunning? They're so spectacular. I bet they were loads of fun to work with, weren't they?
Yeah, great fun. Great fun. And again, if you're a little bit lazy at all, I mean, they're beautiful, aren't they? Just as they are.
Yeah, just as they are. Well, I just double draped it before, and I was happy as Larry. I think they just look beautiful. And the thing is, we gave you the stacker kind of bracelet idea, so you haven't actually just done any necklaces with it. You've really stuck to the brief.
I've been good today.
Well done,
Thank you.
You've really stuck to the brief and just gone for these. I mean, most people would never look at that original chain and think, oh, I know, I could actually use it as kind of these vines almost draping in a bracelet, but you've managed it with the help of that base that's in the kit, which is coming up on your screen any second. In fact, is it there? Yes, it is. Sorry, it's there at the side of the screen. £21.95 for the stacker bracelet selection. You got the bases in there. I love that design.
It's just, it's really easy to do. It's just, obviously you're just going to snip off the, you know how the person had messaged in about the link? Yeah. So you just, I don't know if you can get in to that. So if you have a look, there's a little link that you just snip there. Can you see that little link? So, I mean, I took 3 for each section. Yeah, for each section. And so it's just using your 0.4, like a needle and thread, and you just wrap it around. But that, I mean, is... and then I've put at the back of that one, because with stacker braids are one of my favourite and pieces of jewellery, and that I wear quite a lot. But you can really keep them as simple as you want, or really go to town with them. Have your little charms, dangly bits, things like that. So I've tried to incorporate all of that, and because you've got all that wire in the kit, so you can really play about with different weaves. I've gizmoed bits, done the roses, done a bit of the wire writing. I mean, when you've got that much wire, you can just have a real play. And I think I think it just improves your standard of jewellery making.
Definitely. Right, we're going to be learning to make this bracelet that you're looking at right now, aren't we? Whereabouts are we going to start with it?
So we start off, what you will need to do is, I mean, there are different twister tools, so we're going to, and you could do exactly the same if you wanted to, and you didn't want to create your own stacker, so you could use, you know, the one that you get in the kit.
Yeah.
It's the same principle when we go through the letters. But if you've got the wire twisting tool, play about with your 0.8, and you can do different different thicknesses of, obviously depending on how many bits of the point
you put into twist.
Yeah. I'm glad you can. My words aren't coming out.
It's all right.
properly,
Don't worry about it.
Hello.
I have them weeks. Don't worry about it.
It must be my age, mustn't it? Now I'm 30.
You're not yet.
No, I'm not.
30.
Tomorrow,
You're 30 tomorrow.
Yeah. So you can see the difference there. So I've twisted those already. So I've got a 4 strands on that one and 3 on that one. So you could have a play and see which one. If you haven't worked with twisted wire before, maybe start with the 3, get a feel for it, because obviously you work it slightly differently to just the straightforward straight wire. Mm-hmm. So if we have a little go with that, but I'm going to show you how to create that base. I'll work with this one. Okay. So what I want to do, I'm just going to smooth that. So I've twisted it. So this is the 3-strand one. Mm-hmm. So we're going to create our sort of our stacker bangle bracelet. So all I'm doing is, again, as always, I'm just going to run that through my fingers, and you can see as I'm doing that, so it's sort of warming it up, and I'm creating that natural curve. So I'm going to make the most of that. I wouldn't then, when I've got it like that, I wouldn't then try and bend it the other way. I'm going to follow the way that the wire wants to go. So, oops, sorry. It's all right. Stand back. So take the cutters. So if I start off, and again, you will need, if you've got like the, you know, the special mandrel, brilliant. If not, I'm very prepared.
The bracelet mandrel.
Yeah.
I see. But
if not, you can just work with I'll use just a pot of
body cream.
Yes, like a nice raspberries and roses.
Oh, that sounds like it shouldn't be good, but it probably is.
You can smell it in a minute. There we go. I'll turn it like that.
Yeah.
So there we go. So we just want to get a bit of a round shape, because we can manipulate these anyway. Mm-hmm. So how I'm going to start off, so I'm creating that shape with my twisted wire. Mm-hmm. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to snip off the ends now so that they're out the way. And obviously the length of the wire that you'll need will depend on a couple of things. So it's how big your wrist is, but also the width of your palm. So I've got quite big hands, so that's sort of, I need to be able to, at its fullest, to get over
your knuckles.
Yes, yeah. So I'm just going to snip off that end, so that's out the way as well. So if I get that out of the way. So what I want to do, so I'm making that base of the actual stacker itself. So I'm sort of bending that round, and it will ping out as well, because you've worked the wire a bit, so it's going to come out of shape a bit. So what we want to do, I want to strengthen it, I want to work hard on it to try and keep it a little bit more in the shape. Mm-hmm. So all I'm going to do, I'm going to put this, so you can see I'm sort of curling it round to get that bit inside. I'm going to work my way with, and I'm going to go, and I'm going to hit it quite hard to get a nice bit of strength all the way around. And I'm going to tuck that bit in, and I'm going to avoid, if I can, hammering that end, because I'm still going to be working that bit afterwards. So I might move that out the way, keep going around, and you would obviously spend much longer to get that on and do both sides. So you work hard on both sides, which is just going to give you, it's going to make it hold its shape a bit more. So if I trim that off, if I trim that bit there. So what we want to do now, we want to have that extender bit. So to do that, we're going to use some jump rings. And what works really nicely, you know, in the findings packs, you can use the plain ones, or you can use, depending on, you know, the diameter and how many, you know, thicknesses of wire you use, which one will go on better. So I'm going to put on here, I'm going to put 4 on of the decorative ones. So what I want to do, I want to bring that through and double up. So if I want to, basically before I connect these two, do anything with these ends, I want to know that I've got everything that I can do on there, apart from the letters that I'm going to put on afterwards. So what I'm going to do, I've got them on that point, so I'm just going to hold there, and I'm going to get my round nose pliers, And I'm going to start, and because it's twisted wire, I don't want to start right at the end, because if I press down here, I'll show you, the wires start to splay out, and so it just makes it a lot harder. Whereas if I start here, I'm not sort of stressing this end out here, so it's less likely to separate. So I'm going to take that about there and start turning that back there. And I want to turn it, it's going to ping out. So I'm just going to bring that up all the way so that I've created a loop at the end. So I've got the one loop there. And because I haven't hammered too much, if I let that go, it would spring back into the much more open shape. So once you've hammered it, it will keep that narrower shape. So I'm going to do exactly the same on the other side. So I'm going to start about here, and I'm going to bend in. So I want to go all the way and a little bit more. So if you see there, so I've gone all the way around and a little bit more. So I'm coming out that side, so that when I snip and cut off here, what I could either do is I could either snip here, unravel, and then wind back with the individual pieces of the straight wire, or I can just snip in, but because I've gone all the way around, I haven't got to mess about too much with this end of wire, which could fray all the twisting. So if I just snip that off there. I don't want this to ping off. And I'm going to do exactly the same on the other side. Now, when I've done these before, there's a really lovely lady called Sally, and what I used to do is and you can do it, it's fine to do. You could use your 0.4, I'll just snip here. So what I used to do was I would wire these two jump rings here, and wire them into this loop that I've created here, and that's absolutely fine. But this very, very clever lady, viewer and customer, Sally, showed me a way of, if you put a jump ring, so you get another jump ring, and you put the jump ring through here and through here, that's another good way of doing it as well. So if you've got jump rings you can work with, brilliant. So you could just do it like that. So I need to say thank you very much to Sally, because that's very clever.
Thank you, Sally. Really quickly, I do have to interrupt because, as you know, if we keep the graphics off screen for too long, we get told off. Because we have actually sold out of the kit, and we're sorry about that. I know you absolutely loved all of those chains and everything, but we have sold out of them. So I'm really quickly going to put on your screen right now. We sold out of the chains, didn't we? Yeah, that chain kit we did sell out of. So if you want to get your hands on the tools, wonderful tools, then I have got your opportunity to do so now. And it's not just your everyday tools. These are the very special Xeron tools. I'm going to be honest with you. I have never ever seen a bundle of these tools before, ever. Are you planning on doing workshops, classes? Are you planning on doing kind of your maybe your courses where you get people and they pay to come on your course and learn from you? Or are you planning on getting one of your best friends or family members involved in working together? This isn't something we're actually allowed to do as a general rule. In fact, so much so that Scott's just walked in and gone, "Excuse me, what's this? What's this? I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing here." Yeah, we're not meant to do this, but we're going to. It's too late now. I've got for you here a collection of your Xeron pliers, and we are, because it's a bundle, going to do what we always do, which we shouldn't on Xeron, which is a very special price. Xeron is a well-known name. It means high-end, it means quality, it means professional, and you can get your hands on a professional selection of tools right now. This is exceptional collection I've got for you here. You've got 4 different types, including the flat nose pliers, the hard wire or memory wire cutters, the round nose pliers, and the short nose pliers. Oh my God, that's so bad! That is so mischievous. Oh my goodness, that's working out at £11 per per pair. You and I both know that zero, and I would normally be expecting, well, I know that the 01 cutters are $24.95, aren't they? The 01 cutters that you get, $24.95. To be bringing you these at £11 each today is mischievous. In fact, so mischievous that Dion's had to just nip off for a meeting, and Scott's taken over, and Scott's just gone, this feels so wrong, but Dion's already written this price. I have to do it. She's told me I have to do it. She's written blue handles, so I have to do it. She's like, I feel wrong doing this. I cannot get over that, and neither can you. Do you know what? There are so many of you coming in and getting this. There really are. There's absolutely loads of you coming in and getting this. So if you want to get your hands on it, now is your opportunity to do so. Very special. Over half of my stock has gone on this now. We won't be doing a bundle like this again anytime soon. If now that Dion's been caught. So please do check out those baskets. Now I know we've got more of this demo to do, so we'll get back to this demo right here, right now. But just to say, absolute deal and a half there. Just £44, working out £11 each. Great deal. Be quick though, because it is about to sell out. Okay, so we've done the bracelet base.
So we've made our bracelet. So we're just going to add on. So this is where you can add on as many gems or as few gems as you want, and you get really different looks. So you just essentially all you would have to do is add on, you know, like a ball head pin or something like that. Add your gem, so you can build that up there. Okay. But what we want to do, I want to build up this the little love word. So I'm just going to show you quickly how to work it. So again, I'm working with the 0.8. So because it's the 0.8, I would recommend hammering it, so which is what I've done, just to give it that strength. So if I start off, so I've just cut a little bit off the reel. So I'm going to start off now, and I'm going to be working. So I'm going to be doing the L now. So I'm going to use probably midway down my round nose pliers, and I'm going to create quite a big loop at the back, because that is going to be what attaches on there. So if I know that it's going to be sitting like that, so I want it at the side, I'm then going to create my L. So I'm going to use using my round nose pliers. So I'm just going to bring over, all the way over, so you can see straight there, little kick up, just a little tease it round there, and I've got my L shape. Now I don't want to just cut off there, I want to have a little loop. So I've got my L. So I can trim off here and lay out. So I know I've got my L there. So my next one that I want to go to is my O. But I'm going to do a little bit of a playing around with the O and go with the love theme. So I'm going to do my heart shape for my O. So again, I'm going to start off, so my round nose pliers, and I'll start working in, so a small, right at the narrow point, and I want to create a loop. So I'm going to twist round, create that first loop, and I take it all the way in, and then I'm going to move my hands down slightly and just start turning my pliers so that I'm getting that little curve. And I want to bring in, so I'm coming all the way down, and then I'm going to compare to my L. So I'm just going to put it there. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm swapping over on my pliers, and I'm going to take to about here, and I want to create the other side of the heart. So I'm going to push up, take that, just give it a little curve round so it's encourage it in the right direction. I'm going to take my round nose pliers again, I'm going to grip about here, and then I'm going to be moving this hand here to create that nice curve. Bring it all the way around, move my pliers up slightly. So when I've come to meet that point in the middle, what I'm going to do then is I'm going to come round and go back on myself, because I need to create that hook to hang it from. So if I just double up here, so as we always do, I want to crimp it and create that illusion of that single wire from the front. So I've gone just all the way back. So if you can see from that side, so you can see there, I've just gone all the way back, and I'm going to create that hook to hang it from. Oh, did you hear my tummy then? It's really loud.
Hungry.
Quite hungry. Maybe it's that out of date cereal bar I had. It used to be on
It wasn't
hand now.
massively out of date. It was only October.
Yeah.
Last year. Hardly anything that.
So I've got now, I'm going to create that hook again in the same way that I did with the L. So I'm going to bring that all the way back and snip off. So I've now got the O. Now with the V, I'm going to take it, so I'm going to be looking at the comparison of the letters I've already done. So I want to create a loop for it to hang on, and this is a really easy one because you just do that one loop. I'm going to have a look, and I think, right, I want to take that to about here, so swap my pliers over, and I'm going to create a V shape just by pushing up like that, and do exactly the same on the other side. So work out the height, so I want it about the same sort of height, and curve that down. So I'm taking that all the way at the back, swap my pliers over, put in and create that loop for it to hang against and snip off. So you can see the building up really quickly. I mean, you could do names, things like that, but I just thought it'd be quite nice to do you could do it for Valentine's Day, couldn't you?
It's a really good idea.
So we're now on our last one. So we've got our E, so this one's a little bit more complicated. So we're going to start at the bottom of this one. So we're going to finish off with our fixing at the top. So I want to create a little loop. And again, I'm going to take it all the way in because this is a bracelet, so I don't really want anything that might, catch on anything. So I've created my loop there, and I'm going to go all the way around. So if I just move my hand around here, if I pull down there, I'm going to start getting that nice curve for the E. So bring it round, push it in, and at that point, before I do anything else, I just compare so it's going to sit and not be out of proportion with the other letters that I've got. So if I just pop that there, yeah, I'm quite happy with that.
Okay.
So what I would do then, I'm going to swap my pliers round to the top here, and I'm going to now pull, so I'm starting to get the E shape. So I've gone all the way up. I'm going to push that in just a little bit and bring in, so I've got my E shape there. Now what I want to do, I want this wire to be going at the back of the E. So I'm going to just put my round nose pliers at the narrowest point and push in, and I can push in again to create that illusion of the single wire. So I have a little look there. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So I'm going to come up with that wire at the back, push up and create my loop. Now what you will get, if you just left it like this because it's a 0.8, it would not have the integrity, it wouldn't have the strength that you need to have it on a bracelet. So what you would do is, again, so you get your hammer and your steel block and start, you would just hammer around, and that is going to strengthen it so that it would be suitable to use on a bracelet. But if I just show you now, so if we can pretend that I've work hardened it.
Okay.
So all we're going to do is you would open up all of these, the loops that you've got exactly the same way as a jump ring. So I'm going to start, open it up, close it, so I've got my L on there. Do exactly the same with the heart one. So I'm opening it up, putting that on, and again close it. Beautiful. Makes a nice noise, doesn't it?
It does, it's wonderful. I love the way it sits as well.
So we're going to do exactly, the V's a little bit fiddly because obviously you're getting the two. So if we just pop that on, so I'm going to pop the one on.
Because you've got the two kind of holding areas, I suppose that makes it a really sturdy letter, doesn't it? Which is important
definitely
for
when you've work hardened them as well, so it would be really sturdy. So I've closed both of those up. So I've got my LOV and my last one again, so work with the E, slip that on.
Beautiful.
And close that up.
Yeah.
So you've now got that movement of the, so you could put, you could carry on, couldn't you? You could put love you or something like that, have a little play about. So you've got your, there we go, you've got your little stacker, and then I think I've added other little bits of gems, so you could add a little rose on there, play about with different.
You can have a lot of fun with this indeed. Yeah. You've got to be quick though on that kit because that first one of course did sell out. We've got $21.95 on the price for that kit for all of those goodies, so get it in your basket and check out when you can. Claire, thank you so much for your inspiration.
Thank you.
We're going to spend a few minutes now having a look at your inspiration with the Wall of Fame. Here in the Wall of Fame, we're going to be having a little nosy at what you've been making in the last couple of weeks. Claire's going to start off for us.
this would look lovely as well. You could do this design with, you know, the peridot you had. This is 487. Beautiful, beautiful work. Angelina Croft says, hello, this is my entry in the Wall of Fame. A necklace I made with a huge spinel drop and some pieces from a silver matrix I bought from you a while back. Imagine how much a black diamond of that size would have cost. Thank you and good luck to all in the draw and maybe to me for once. Oh, good luck, Angelina. That's beautiful. Well done.
If that were a diamond, remortgage your house, wouldn't you? That's astonishing. I love that design. Thank you for that. I've got a really beautiful one in from Dee here, so intricate. This says, hi all, this is my make for this week. A little spare wire and micro-faceted onyx and spinel. Good luck to everyone, and that is Dee in Doncaster. Dee, I love the intricacies of that, really showing off the lustre on that spinel as well. Good luck to you at 485 your number.
Oh, look at this. This is a wonderful, wonderful chain.
Wow.
So I've got 488, and this is Yvonne. It says, hi all at JM, thank you so much for your wonderful inspiration and products, plus amazing guest designers. Here is my entry to this week's Wall of Fame, which consists of a necklace and bracelet set, which is my first completed chainmail project. Goodness me, that's very good, isn't it? Yeah. It consists of bare copper jump rings and coated quartz beads, all purchased from JM. Keep up the good work, and that's from Yvonne. That is fantastic, Yvonne.
Thank you for sending that in, Yvonne. And I love that you've used the bare copper as well, because that's going to patina and age. It's going to look really beautiful.
Gorgeous.
I've got one here, which is really neat. 486, belonging to Dee Gregory. Hello, Dee. It says, hi all, this is my entry to the Wall of Fame. It's a pendant made with wire, small garnet, using Jan Dwyer's channel setting techniques. This is the Chinese character for strength. I hope you like it. Good luck to all in this week's draw. Many thanks for all the inspiration. Love from Dee. Dee, thank you, Di. Di, thank you for sending that in. I love that you've put the thought in.
Yeah, that's fab.
Stunning, really pretty. 486.
Oh, this is beautiful as well. This would be suitable for Valentine's Day or a birthday present.
Or your birthday tomorrow.
Yeah. 489. And this is Liddy. It's a nice name, isn't it? Hi everyone at JM. Here is my entry for this week's Wall of Fame, which is a 925 sterling silver charm bracelet using heart chain, an I love you charm and tanzanite rondelle charm. Everything is from JM, of course. I hope you like it. Good luck to everyone in the draw. Best wishes, and that's Liddy from Minehead.
That is
gorgeous.
Absolutely beautiful. I love how you've thought about the photograph and everything on that one. Okay, everybody, we will be back with you after the break. Well, I won't. I'm going to leave you in someone's very, very safe hands, though. Do stay tuned. You've got someone very special coming up after this break.
Did you know that no matter how many times you purchase with JewelleryMaker in the same day, you'll only be charged one postage and packaging fee?
If you have a question or a query for JewelleryMaker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2. Or alternatively, you can email help@jewellerymaker.com.
Join resident designer Sheila for our Bridal Headwear for Beginners DVD. Sheila will guide you through an array of beautiful bridal designs, including a pearl tiara, the star hair comb, a twisted spiral tiara, and much more. This DVD is packed full of inspiration and helpful hints and tips. To get your hands on a copy, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655.
There are 2 easy ways you can purchase from JewelleryMaker. You can watch our show on Sky, Virgin, Freeview and FreeSat and call our free phone number where you'll be put through to our friendly help team who can place your order. Alternatively, you can go to our website and click to register. Once you've filled in the required details, you can start shopping. You can watch the show by clicking on the Watch Live Show button on the homepage. You can also use our quick search tool and narrow down your results. Once you have found an item that you like, simply click on the Add to Basket button and you can continue shopping or check out right away. Don't forget, you can add as many items to your basket per day for only 1 P&P. Enjoy shopping with JewelleryMaker.
How you doing? I'm Steve Bennett. I'm with you for the next hour. I've got a whole host of beautiful strands from around the world. I've put together all my favourite gemstones. I've been very, very much self-indulgent. I'm really nervous, by the way, because I've not presented on JM or Gems TV or anything for about 2 months now. Yeah, I don't know what it's going to be like. It's going to be probably, you're going to get to the end of 11, what time is it now? You're going to get to 12 o'clock, you go, that was an hour of my life, I don't know that go. Anyway, we're going to have some fun. We're going to show some great pieces. Any text you want to send in, any questions about gemstones. We're going to go to Tanzania. We're going to go to Ethiopia. We're even going to go to Norway. Okay? Norway. 2 gemstone strands from Norway that until 3 years ago you'd have gone, there's no gemstones in Norway. Actually, there's 2. So we're going to show you those in the hour. We're going to take you to Ethiopia, which I'm actually going to take you there, and then I'm getting on a plane going there in a couple of weeks' time, which is very, very exciting. I'm also getting on a plane in June this year to another place that we're going to show you gemstones from, Russia. So we've got Russian chrome diopside. It's on the, I was going to say the bust, that's not a bust. What is that? That's it's on the beam. There's a beam of bright light that is, these are, I've never quite ever seen Russian chrome diopside cut and faceted in this way before, and they are literally glowing. I don't know if that's coming across on your screen, but the quality is just sensational. And it's really lovely because you get a little bit of extinction at the very, very tip, but then as you move it around, that extinction disappears and it just looks superb. So we'll talk about those when we get there a little bit later on. But let's go to the most popular coloured gemstone, I would say, of the last 20 years. And that, of course, is Tanzanite. This is today, in terms of blue gemstones, even more popular than sapphires in terms of demand in the market. And I said, I've got to start with Tanzanite because everyone's always asking me, what's the latest on Tanzanite? Is it running out? What's happening? And so on and so forth. Before I quickly show you the length we've got, it's 18 inches and it's beautiful quality. Here's the latest update on Tanzanite. So we all know that the government years ago divided A block, B block, C block, D block. A went long time ago, completely finished. B block virtually extinct, hardly any gemstones at all. C block, which is owned by Tanzanite 1, big deep mine, about 800 metres, really, really struggling. Latest rumour, though, is they're going to, next door to, they call this one shank, the JW, it goes at 45 degrees. The latest rumour is they're thinking potentially of abandoning that shank and starting a brand new shaft sometime this year. It's all rumour at this stage, no confirmation. If they do, that's good news. If they don't, bad news. D block, where my friends are all working, still finding some gemstones, but very, very, very few indeed. So we're seeing very little coming out of the mines at the moment. We're seeing sort of the last of the rough being cut and faceted in Jaipur in India, where it all gets cut and faceted. So it is getting harder and harder to find. It all now hinges pretty much on whether Tanzanite 1 are successful in their putting a new shaft into the ground. Anyway, that's that bit. Let's show you what we've got. 48 carats of one of the rarest gemstones in the world right now, and the depth of colour is superb. Normally with Tanzanite, it's one of those gemstones when you cut smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller, the colour gets lighter and lighter and lighter and lighter. Yet here, it's really retained the tone beautifully, really, really, really beautifully. And what I love that JM have done with this particular strand is they haven't gone for the opaque Tanzanite, they've gone for the translucent, so they've got good depth of colour and translucency, beautiful at 18 inches, what, you're going to get 3 or 4 bracelets out of a length like this. And let's start, if we can, I'd ask in the gallery, Dion, I want to make this the busiest show on JM ever, so every prize, crazy for me if you can. Is that right? Dion's got a thing about the colour blue, and that's fantastic to know. Dial very, very, very quickly right now, because on your screen is 48 carats of tanzanite that has great tone, beautiful tonation. I mean, this isn't the light colours, these are really beautiful in tone, and they have transparency come translucency in every single piece. So do come through quickly. Maureen in Greater London, live on the web, said, no! Where did I see that coming? Be on your best behaviour, Dion, if possible avoid blue gemstones. We have got 2 more blues. We have got some more blues coming up. And Leanne in Devon says, welcome, Steve. It's great to see you on the screen. Thank you very much, Leanne. Make sure you're dialing up, though, because if you don't dial and buy today, they aren't going to invite me back. It's as simple as that. They're not going to invite me back again. As you know, JM is separate to Gems TV these days, and this is on invitation basis only. So you do need to be shopping today with me if you want me to come back and have a go in February. Good morning, 5 a.m. Hope you, must be from America. From Texas. Hello, Texas. I'm on a plane to America this Saturday. I'm coming to Tucson. I'm going, 2 things I'm doing this weekend. I'm going to Tucson for the Gem Show. I'm also going peridot hunting, and I'm going turquoise hunting in Arizona. So I'm going to have a lot of gemstone fun next week. So I'll be there with you in America next week. Right, come on, I need more of you on the phone. This is an incredible, incredible, incredible deal at $14.95. Oh, the lines are busy. There's lots of you there. Well done indeed. Beryl, what a lovely name, Beryl, in Greater Manchester. I've got collectors all over the country. Maribel's just texting. Maribel, thank you, darling. This it's my birthday. I am 50 years old very, very shortly. And Mirabelle sent me this that she made for my birthday. Mirabelle, I would be surprised if any other gift for my 50th birthday is going to be as memorable as what you've produced for me here. You've gone to such a great length. There you go, from Mary there, which is Mirabelle, and she's got my kids' names in here. She's got my birthday, which is the 5th of Feb. She's got gems everywhere. She's got all my favourite gemstones. She's made such an effort. So Mirabelle, thank you very, very, very much indeed. It is beautiful. And of course, she's even done it in purple, which is, of course, amethyst, which is my birthstone, etc., etc. Mirabelle, you're an absolute angel. I love it. Thank you very much indeed. Right, keep coming through. We have still got chances. We have still got chances for you to come in and to grab. And I want to see this amount of people in every single auction today, at this hour. I want to see this amount in every single thing. And that's why we're going to go crazy on the deals. And they are all amazing, amazing gemstones. Right, where should we go? Go for box number 12. Okay, amber. This is a very different gemstone. If you've never yet made jewellery with amber, here's a couple of reasons why you should. First of all, it is the lightest weight gemstone on the planet. It's the only gemstone that floats on water. Isn't that incredible? It's that light. It's lighter than water. So when you wear it, this is not for the day when you want to really know you've got something substantial. This is the day when you've got to put on a piece of jewellery, but you want to feel floating. You want to be, you know, like I do after a glass of wine every night. You want to get that feeling just drifting away. It's really light in weight. The amber, nobody does amber like we do. And there was a lot of concerns when JM split from gems. Would you still get the great gemstones? Would you still get the same deals? You do, because we're still sourcing many of the gemstones for you. Amber, I go direct to Poland. I was there back in the last year filming how we actually get this gemstone out of the ground. I have to say, the quality that we have for you with this honey amber is incredible. Absolutely incredible. And here's the exciting thing. Buy some amber from us, wear it for yourself, and of course make some gifts as well. And here's the interesting thing. This is going to change colour over the years you wear it. Don't lock this one away in your jewellery box. Keep it out. So, because basically what happens, this will go eventually, 50 years from now, red. This amber from this source has a lot of oxygen trapped within the amber itself, because remember this is fossilized tree resin from many millions of years ago, some 40 million years ago. But from this particular deposit, what they have found is that over time it goes from honey to orange to red, almost raspberry red, almost ruby red, and that's as the oxygen leaves and leaves. Actually gets heavier and heavier over time. So today this will float on water as it's this beautiful honey colour. longer term, 40, 50 years from now, it'll be red and it would actually sink to the bottom of, it's just absolutely incredible. This quality, so it's colour change, but not colour change in different lights. This is going to colour change as you wear it. The more you wear it, it will go through honey into amber, into a beautiful cherry colour eventually. And that says we're going to be giving it away for you today. A beautiful, beautiful strand. Let me just, we're going to race through some of these auctions, by the way. Length on this one is around 16 inches in length. They are absolutely incredible. When you see how much work goes into getting this gemstone from northern Poland, it's on the Baltic Sea, when you see how much work goes into getting this actual gemstone either out of the ground or off the coast, because there's two different ways. They actually either fish for it with a net. I've put a few clips on YouTube if you want to have a look. They either fish with a net, or the way they actually get it out when it's actually underground is just the most intriguing way of actually pumping water through the ground, and it eventually floats on the surface. But it's a lot of hard work. To be able to do an entire strand for £15 on your screen is truly, truly remarkable. It's not one, though, that you're going to get every single day of the week. I would have thought here at JewelleryMaker, and the reason I'm saying that is we don't get a lot of this gem. It's hard to come by because the worldwide demand of this gemstone is very, very, very high, and there's only a few places in the world where we can actually get it from. Jack in Merseyside says, "Happy birthday, Hanson." Thank you, Jack. I have this amber strand. It's divine. Feels like no other gemstone. You're absolutely right, Jack. It feels like no other gemstone, because it's actually the lightest of all. And for me, it's such a fabulous gem. It's Jurassic Park, isn't it? You're wearing Jurassic Park. You know, you're going to get little bits of life form trapped within as many of the pieces in here. You get a little microscope out, you get a little loop out, you're going to see little flies, little insects. You have got Jurassic Park around either your wrist or around the neckline. And I tell you what, at the moment, there's this great return to fossils at the moment. I don't know if you've been watching any of the programs lately. There was a great one a couple of days ago with David, Sir David Attenborough, and finally those big fossilised dinosaur bones, absolutely incredible. And the whole world's talking about Jurassic period all over again. This is your own chance. Come and get it. Deborah in Pennsylvania says, "I wish I could go to Tucson to meet you. Good to see you on JM. Hope you're invited back again soon." Deborah, I hope so too. It's a great way for me to see more and more and more gemstones. So do keep coming in for these. Mirabelle's just said, "You're welcome, Steve. Glad you love it. You can take the wrapper off." There's a reason I haven't taken the wrapper off yet, Mary. I'm going to take that off on my birthday. On my birthday, not before. I wanted to have a look at it today. I had to sneak peek. But that's not, the wrapper's not coming off till my birthday. Thank you very much. Keep coming in. I need more of you. There's about 80 of you there so far. I need more than 80 customers on the line, or they might not invite me back. Let's go box 2. This is a little bit more considered. This is a little bit more of a considered purchase. This is from Nigeria, in Africa, where some of the finest aquamarines come from. You have got beautiful colour. This is not your light colours. This is your Espirito Santo sort of quality. It's 40 carats in total, which is just absolutely incredible. Every single piece is faceted, and every single piece is tapered. So because every single piece is tapered as it comes down to the ends, you can do so many different things with these. A bit more considered, this is the sort that you're probably going to make into jewellery with silver, or you're going to put with gold, because look at the faceting on every single graduated wheel. These are graduated wheels. Look at the number of the facets. I'm just going to separate in the centre so you can get a gap either side of one of them, because I want to show you, there we go, I want to show you exactly how these are faceted. I want to show you that every single piece, look, we call them wheels because they're obviously shaped like a wheel, but every single piece has got many, many facets, probably 40 to 50 facets on every single gem. Now, for each and every single gemstone you've got on this strand, of which there are many, my guess would be probably around 100 individual pieces, you are talking a very, very, very long time. And what a lot of people don't appreciate, A lot of people think that a small gemstone, a big gemstone take the same size time to fasten. They don't. It's because there's two things: there's fasting and the final polish. Cutting's the same regardless of the size, but that final polish, the bigger the stone, the longer it takes. So I'm talking about the ones in the middle, not the ones on the end. They would take a little bit less time to cut and fasten it, but you could be looking at around 25 minutes to half an hour on each gemstone just to facet the big pieces in the middle. And that's why quite often we just do rondelles. That's quite often why we leave them free-form fasting sometimes. But these, every single one, as you move around, is going to glisten and catch the light. 40 carats of high-end gemstones, 40 carats that if you put these into 18 karat gold and sold them on at hundreds and hundreds of pounds for the earrings, you would still be giving your customers great value, because it doesn't get better than this when we talk about aquamarine. Nigerian aquamarine is just simply breathtaking. In terms of colour, this is sitting in between probably Espirito Santo and Santa Maria, so it's very, very high end in terms of the grades that we're looking at, and the cutting, and the carat weight, and the whole quality. I have no. Now this is the exciting thing for me. When I'm on Gemporia and Gems TV, I can roughly guess where the price is going to be. I have no idea. I don't know whether this is £100. I don't know whether this is £70, £60, £50. I have no idea where we're going to be for this piece, but it's probably going to be closer to 3 figures. Now I'm being told we got quite a lot of these in stock. That surprises me when you see how much work has gone into cutting. Look at that. Can you imagine this? Dropping down into some earrings for March birthstones, and of course, by the time we get these to you next week or the back end of this week, I never know what day of the week it is. Back end of this week, next week, that'll give you about a month to make some beautiful jewellery for March birthstone. 56. That is just a fantastic deal. I tell you why that is incredible. That is like £1. I'm going to get on the price, but even there, that was at £1.50-ish per carat. I want how many do we have in the vault? Okay, we've got over 100 chances right now. So you've got, as long as you call, you've got a really good chance. I've never ever seen Nigerian aquamarine at below £1 per carat. I have never seen Nigerian aquamarine even close to £1 per carat. And that's even if it's just been tumbled. Look at every single piece here has been cut and faceted exquisitely. You know what? If you don't buy all of these today, I'm going to speak to the people here at JM and say, you know what? I'll buy them all off you, all of them, and I'll go make them into bracelets for people on Gemporia, because the quality of the fasting here is just every single piece. Look, I'm going to make gaps so you can actually see all the way around them. I'm just going to make gaps. I'm going to slide them across so you can have a really good look. Look at these. Beautiful, less than £1 a carat. I mean, that is just, isn't that for aquamarine? You've got to remember, aquamarine, normally one of the most expensive gemstones in the world when you're talking about depth of colour. We can all get the light aquamarine, which is closer in colour to colourless, and that actually takes on a different name. That then becomes goshenite. But too many people today sell as aquamarine when really it's just goshenite with a tint of blue. This, look, is intense blue, very high grade. This is for those of you that make your jewellery with real gold findings or with sterling silver findings. These are very special pieces indeed. I would be cutting these up, well, I'd either make one very expensive bracelet and put a gold clasp on this, or I'd make several sort of smaller bracelets. And so just said, what am I wearing? There was a gift from my wife to me when we started doing engraving. We just started engraving at Gemporia, and it's got my children's names on it, all spelled correctly as well, which is unusual. But if you took that length of aquamarine there, you'd probably get 5 or 6 bracelets out of this. Truly, truly beautiful. Emily says, wow, wow, wow. I'd put tanzanite in between them, says Emily. What a great idea, because if you go blue, tanzanite, aquamarine, blue, blue, you're going to see the two. It's just fantastic. Dial quickly, indeed, lots and lots have come through. Maureen's bought several of these. Well done, Maureen. Hillary's there, Francis, Jennifer. I'll try and call out as many as I can. Molly, I've got Mary in West Lothian. I've got Mary in Warwickshire. How can I not say Warwickshire, which is where I live? You can understand why I'd get Pennsylvania wrong, but Warwickshire, Mary from Warwickshire, where I live. Candy's come through, Tamsin has come through, Stephen, Diane, Paula Persis. Beryl is back with you. Hello, Beryl. Susan is there. Maureen's bought several. Susan in North Wales. I was in North Wales. I was in Perfili last weekend. Perfili. I can't even say Perfili. Perfili. Right. Keep coming in. Well done to lots of you coming. Keep coming up. In one opportunity. In a minute. We've got the chrome dioxide. Somebody said, you mentioned you've got gemstones from Norway. I have. I've got 2 different gemstones from Norway, which until 3 years ago, I'd have said there's one country you don't get gemstones from, Norway. You actually get 2 gemstones from Norway today, which is a brand new discovery. Before you could only get these from Sri Lanka and from India. Today, you can now get peach moonstone, which is the most beautiful feminine colour. This is so Morganite-esque. It's beautiful, but keep the camera there for a second. Don't go back anymore just yet. I want to come in and show you the optical effect, look, that you get with this peach moonstone. I've never seen anything quite like this ever before. Can you see how you're almost getting chatoyancy? Can you see how you're almost getting chatoyancy in these pieces here? Look at that. You've got peach moonstone opening up and closing like almost like tiger's eye, almost like cat's eye, and I just love these. I think they're absolutely incredible. You've got a degree of chatoyancy, and it's just like looking at. It's just. I've not quite seen anything like this before. I've not yet made any jewellery out of this gemstone before. In fact, as it comes around on the turntable there, look at this. You've got chatoyancy. That's amazing. You've also, can you see how you've got like that metallic sort of a luster, how it's almost like got a metallic shimmer from underneath the gemstone. It's fascinating, really fascinating indeed. It's almost like it's been dipped in a metallic paint, which of course it hasn't. These are all completely natural gemstones, completely natural, and from Norway. I was so excited about these earlier on, and I said to Dion, okay, they're not blue, Dion, but I have no idea about the price. And I was going, £49, £59, because I've never seen anything quite like this before. She said, I think they're going to be a little bit more expensive than that, Steve. I said, okay. What, like $89, $99? She said, maybe even a bit more expensive. And she was playing me up. Yeah, she was kind of testing me out. But you see, this is the great thing about gemstones. Even somebody that does what I do for a living, new deposits, new finds, new optical effects, I had no idea that you would be paying this price. Isn't that incredible? Isn't that absolutely incredible? 360 carats of a gemstone from a location that we've never, ever heard of till 3 years ago for gemstones. You see, sometimes that's kind of that makes a mockery of the reality, because there's 360 carats of a gemstone that's displaying optical effects that you rarely ever see in moonstone from the 2 locations where we get the peach from. Peach we normally get from India and we get from Sri Lanka. Once I was just taking off on a grass runway in India in a remote area of Orissa, and we're just about going along on the grass runway, and it came through to my mate who was flying this little plane. They found some peach moonstone. We literally stopped on the grass, turned around, came back, got in the Jeep, and we went just because of this gemstone. This is in India, not Norway. I love it. I just absolutely adore this gemstone, and this is really unique because I've never seen it before with that absolutely chatoyancy. 12 millimeters on each piece. A truly amazing gemstone. Now, while you're coming through for those in exactly the same gemstone for exactly the same location, so you've got the peach moonstone here, and then take a little look at this. It's a really amazing gem. So you've got the peach moonstone here, you've got the white moonstone in its traditional colour. Of course, they are a birthstone. They are one of June's 3 birthstones, alongside Alexandrite and alongside pearls. A real fascinating gemstone. When you get this in India, the only place you get it from in India is inside big caves. They actually grow alongside the stalactites and the stalagmites. Here, though, this is we don't know the exact mining methodology they're using in Norway, because they won't tell us. They've not invited us to film. They like to keep things secret, and they've got something very unique indeed. But just like the peach, we're seeing incredible shillers from underneath the surface, and we're going to match the same price as the peach. So I guess, would be interspersed. I'd be getting both, and I'd be probably, well, here's me saying this if I know how to make jewellery. I don't. But I'd be probably putting them either side by side or in between each other, or making little... Can you also notice, back to the peach one again, how it's got almost a sunstone-esque to them? Well, remember, sunstone is a member of the feldspar. Remember that your moonstone also a sister to sunstone because they're both members of the feldspar family. Just incredible gemstones indeed. Made with layers. Nature makes all feldspars with layers, and that's why you get those optical effects. Labradorite being another member of the feldspar family. That's why you get the layering effect, and that's why you get that schiller coming through. Both amazing deals. Hundreds and hundreds of you coming through for these. I think they may even sell out in today's show. Make sure you're coming through. It's now time for Russia. Take a little look at these. Take a little look at these. This is a gemstone from Russia. This is a gemstone that over the last 6 years I have paid for my flights, booked my flights to go to the mine, and every single time, 4 times, it's been cancelled. It's been cancelled 4 times. This year we have said we're not going to buy a single piece of chrome till you let us come up and actually film the mine. And I think this year is the year they're going to let us actually go and get involved and spend some time at the location. I think the reason why they've sort of always at the last minute changed their mind in the past is simply because they know that very little is coming out of the ground. Extremely rare gemstones. A lot of people say this is the $1 million emerald, and in some ways I can understand why they say that. An emerald that was this depth of colour, an emerald with cleanliness like this, would be fetching you $1 million per carat. They are, if an emerald was of this quality, that rarity of that quality in emerald would fetch those kind of prices. For me, this is one of my all-time favourite gemstones of all. Of all the different gemstones I wear, I would say I probably wear more chrome dioxide than any other gemstone. It's just a magical gem. It was formed deep under the Earth's, deep in the Earth's crust. A lot of people actually think it was under the crust in the mantle. That's not the case. But it's right at the bottom of the Earth's crust. It came up to the surface in a big volcanic pipe, and only one volcanic pipe anywhere in the world, a big kimberlite pipe, and it came up and alongside diamonds. In fact, the diamond mine, the Mirny mine that was on that same plot of land as you just saw there, was the second largest diamond mine in the world till it closed down a few years ago because they weren't getting any more diamonds out of the ground. It's pretty much the same now with the chrome. It's an amazing gem, and I'd like to congratulate each and every one of you that come in and secure this today, because you have 55 carats. Every single one of them in a beautiful teardrop or pear drop, whichever phrase you use here at JM. They're pear drops or teardrops in shape, side drilled so you can make these into individual pendants. I'd be more than happy to have a pendant with just one of these on the end of a nice silver strand, because they are so beautiful. Deep from in the Earth's crust, come up to the surface in what we call xenoliths, which is the rock formation in which they come to the surface in. Extremely rare, extremely beautiful. And we keep talking about, obviously, tanzanite running out. This, I believe, will run out way before tanzanite, simply because it is just that one mine that's left mining this gemstone. If you love the colour green, if you've never tried chrome dioxide before, I absolutely promise you, cast iron guarantee, you will fall in love with this gemstone. You get this gemstone outside in daylight, it's going to dazzle you with its out and out beauty. And Mary, in fact, she told me this actually a couple of years ago. She said, look, wasn't ever a big fan of the greens. And in fact, she says it here, until I bought a lovely Xena, a piece of chrome dioxide for Christmas last year. Love this now, says our lovely Mary. It is an absolutely breathtaking gemstone for you to own and to cherish from one of the coldest, most remotest regions of Siberia in Russia. And I cannot believe the value you're about to receive. When I know what this is fetching in the market, in China right now, in the department stores, in the jewelry stores in China right now, in Guangzhou, in Jilin, in the bigger cities of Beijing, in store windows, they are selling this even more expensive than jade at the moment. This is such a fantastic opportunity, and to be getting this gemstone for less than £1 per carat, I've never said that in my entire career. I have never in my entire career offered anybody chrome dioxide at less than £1 per carat. This is a gemstone that is so valuable, that is so beautiful, and one that is almost definitely going to be disappearing in coming years. Like I say, the diamond mine on the same kimberlite pipe that these came to the surface in was the second biggest producing diamond mine in the world. That's already closed. This is on its way out in terms of mining, and it is an heirloom gemstone that you will love and adore working with. It is a gemstone to treasure, to enjoy and to own for absolutely forever, and it is an opportunity today to get hold of this at a breathtaking price of less than £1 per carat. To be getting this at less than £1 a carat is so incredible. I can't even buy it today at this price. I sincerely cannot go out into the market anywhere and pay less than £1 per carat. I've just come back from Jaipur. We were buying some of this rough in Jaipur last week. We were paying 10 times the price for the rough. Let's say that again. That's for the rough. That's before we cut and faceted it. We were paying 10 times the price. There were some nice big sizes, mind you, but we were paying 10 times the price for the rough, before it's even cut and faceted, than you're paying here. This is £1 a carat. We were paying over £10 a carat for the rough, although it was some fairly big pieces. Your deal is tremendous on your screen right now. And those of you that love working and creating jewellery out of the most exquisite gemstones, then make sure you're coming through, because this is one definitely not to miss out on. How many do we have in the vault? Okay, we have got a plenty of supply right now. So if you're thinking, oh, I'm going to miss out, well, as long as you're calling right now, you won't be missing out. But do keep coming through. I'm going to probably come back to those a few times because I absolutely love them. Now, I'm off to a big pearl auction. I'm doing loads of things over the next month. It's my birthday, and yeah, I'm everywhere. I'm in Ethiopia, I'm in America next week, and then going to Hong Kong for the big trade fair, which happens 3 times a year. And that's where I go to auction and I buy and source pearls for you. What I loved about these was when I first looked at these, I said to Dion, perfect symmetry. Perfect symmetry. She said, well, you know what? We actually class them as potato pearls. I went, get out of here. Get out of here. You're doing yourself a disservice here at JM, because if you look at these, there's really good symmetry on about 80% of the pearls. Yeah, maybe 1 or 2 of them are potato in shape, which you can understand then the price reducing a little bit. But the symmetry, sort of in the one dimension, is absolutely amazing. And they're huge, big pieces. They're all 9 to 10 millimeters in size. These are freshwater cultured pearls all the way from China for you. The deal you're about to get blows my socks off. This is going to blow your socks off. Pearls are sophistication, and when you get this sort of size, you see any lady wearing a strand of pearls, whether they be the white pearls or the peach pearls, when you've got symmetry like this and big sizes, sophistication. And if you just simply put a clasp on this and sell this, because I know a lot of you sell the jewellery you make from here, what would you do? Put a gold clasp on that and sell this for £100 maybe, put a silver clasp on it and sell it at £49 all day long. All day long. One of our designers here, Jan, is very successul at selling her pearl jewellery. Or you can create many just simple earrings out of these. We're going under £20, and to be quite honest, to be going to get this under £20 for, just ask the length of the strand, very good question. 16 inches in length, the peachy colour, morganite. This is why you shop, isn't it? At Gem This is just what it's all about. We're wedding season coming up. My daughter's getting married this year. That makes me feel old, admitting that I'm 50. And my daughter getting married this year. I know the bridesmaids will be wearing some pearls, because you always wear pearls at weddings. Dial as quickly as you've ever dialed us here. These are huge sizes, 9 and 10 millimeters. There's a bit of a wait on the telephone line right now. There are dozens and dozens and dozens of you coming through. There's about a 2-minute wait on the line already. Don't forget, it's a free phone number at the bottom of your screen. A couple of minutes to wait, 2 to 3 minutes to get through to the call centre. They are flying out, and no surprises whatsoever. You're seeing the size of the pearl. You're seeing how rare they are. You're going, they've priced them more like potato pearls, because they've even called them potato pearls. They don't look like potato pearls to me. Okay, maybe 1 or 2 of them on the strand, but the vast majority have incredible symmetry. So you've got symmetry, you've got... Look at the pearlescence as well. Look at the pearlescence. The luster coming off these are incredible. And too many people forget that the difference between entry-level pearls isn't just size, isn't the matter how pitted they are, pearlescence. Pearlescence is one of the biggest valuing criteria of all pearls. Look at the pearlescence coming off these. See how you've got the peach body colour, but then underneath the skin, you've got not just the peach, but can you say you've got the pinks coming through here? And almost, can you say you've got almost lilac-y colours dancing around? Isn't that beautiful? Really, really. That's the one that I'd agree with you is more potato, but the rest of them, perfectly round. Absolutely amazing. And to coin a Birmingham phrase from our Mirabelle, bonkers. Right, keep coming through. About a 4-minute wait right now. So if you can use it, if you can do it on the web, that would be great. That would be fantastic. Or the app. 4 minutes gone down to 3.5 minutes. You'll be through quickly. Worth waiting for. It's not costing you anything to wait. Small investment of time. Great strand. Did lots of you buying 3s and 4s. Those I'm not surprised in the slightest. Let's go to box number 10 if we can, because I'm going to take you to Ethiopia. And I'm just going to say one thing. I'm just going to say one thing about this strand, and that is quality. It's going to be a much more considered purchase. This is for those of you that I think sell on a lot of your jewellery. But you just go end to end with the camera on this one and see Ethiopian opal at their absolutely finest. Absolute finest. This... You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of the finest jelly opal from Australia. Look how you come then to sort of indoor lighting, and more of the blues and the greens dominate. Breathtakingly beautiful. And then back to the studio, which is more like sort of daylight. And in fact, it's not. Look, let me just have a look what lights you got up in here. No, the opposite. In the studio, we've got more of the sort of indoor lighting in the studios. And the colours are just radiating. Now this is very high end indeed. Price per carat, probably the most expensive of all the gemstones we're going to bring you today. But in terms of quality that you're looking at, I can't imagine any lady that I know that wouldn't want to own these in earrings, in maybe teardrops in the earrings, or to be wearing them as a bracelet. Definitely one, though, for those of you that use gold findings, that want to have something just exceptional quality. And one of the reasons, if you've been noticing lately, the quality that we have been bringing you has sort of gone up a notch and gone up a notch and gone up a notch on Ethiopian opal. For the last sort of 20 years, we've been mining this long seam at quite a high altitude. But that seam's over, it's gone, it's finished. I mean, there was just nothing coming out of that seam anymore. This is an old volcanic seam. Ethiopia had a lot of volcanic activities, and layer of ash falling caused a seam in the middle where this all formed. That's all finished, that's all gone. But they've now found this tiny little pocket to the west, no bigger than the size of the studio, that they're mining. And this seam, this not so much a seam now, but this pocket is just tremendous. This is a quality play. For those of you, not for everybody, because this is very high end indeed. But the price we're about to reveal, I think, for the quality of the gemstones you're getting, is exceptional. There are just 60 chances available We do not do many strands of the Ethiopian opal because we're just not unable to do so, especially now that the main seam is now all finished. 60 opportunities in total, £75, under £4 per carat is a great deal already, but Dion has told me today we're going to be yours at £64.95. Very high end, very boutique, very much for the designers of you out there. Look, I mean, look at the glows in these pieces. Look at the reds. Can you see the greens? Just had a question, are they tapered yet? They get smaller and smaller as you get towards the end of the strands. You've got greens, you've got oranges, you've got yellows, and a totally different look as you change the lighting environment. Of course, that's exactly what we would expect with opals. Exquisite, boutique, high-end jewellery you're going to create with these at a price that is, I believe, exceptional. You're just over £3 per carat for the real deal, for real Ethiopian opal. How many of these do we make in the first place? Oh, Dion, don't you have that data? Queen of data hasn't got the data. Not many is what she's saying. Very accurate indeed. We didn't make many, and that doesn't surprise me because it doesn't surprise me because just very few of these gemstones come out of the ground at all. And the quality that you're getting, as you can you see how you've got sort of every colour of the rainbow in every single piece? That is the hallmark that we're bringing. There may be other strands on other days we can bring you at a lower price, even from the same location, but then you will only get maybe one or two colours coming through on every of the gemstones. Keep coming in there, and please keep holding the lines from the last auction as well. I know a lot of you still trying to come through for that giveaway deal we did on the chrome dioxide and the pearls. People still talking to the call centre on both of those gemstones. Now the next one. I said to my sister-in-law, Paula, I said, Paula, how on earth have you managed to get this next gemstone in a strand? Because I can't even get enough of this gemstone to make jewellery. Every time I make jewellery with this gemstone, it just sells out. It's a gemstone first discovered in Spain. It's a gemstone that is the most pleochroic gemstone of all. What does that mean? Well, it doesn't mean colour change. It means in the same lighting condition, as you turn around the gemstone, you'll see totally different colours from different angles. You don't have to change the lighting source, you just have to look at the angle at which you look at the gemstones. I've never seen this gemstone stranded before. I personally want a bracelet made of it. 109 carats of Andalusite is on your screen. It's from a fantastic mine that we go to in Brazil. It literally glows. I'm going to take away the black background. I think you want to see this on a white background. Oh, there you go. Look, can you see how you've got green tones coming through, chocolate tones? Can you see how you've got cognac colours and then flashes of red? And then fix your eyes on the turntable on just any one of those gemstones and just stare at just one of them, not all of them. Just pick one to look at. And as you look at that one, have a look then at the angles as it turns around on the turntable, and in that one piece, experience the magic of this gemstone. The most pleochroic gem you're ever going to work with as you strand your jewellery. The most pleochroic, because there is no other gemstone quite like it. In terms of length, 18 inches. They're all tapered, so they get smaller and smaller towards the end of the strand. A magical gemstone. Mother Nature made the crystal structure in such a bizarre way that all three axes were different lengths, and it's those different lengths that mean as you look at it from different angles, you see those different colours. And again, just if you can with me, humour me on this one if you can, just pick any one of those on the turntable, and as it turns, look at the colours change. So pick one, focus on that one, and if it starts off green, you'll see flashes of red coming through, and golden colours and green colours, all in the same gemstone. And very few people realise that this actually is exactly the same gemstone as kyanite, but the difference between this and kyanite was the amount of pressure it was put under when Mother Nature made the gemstone. If she'd have pushed this further and further and further underground and got the pressure up, this would have actually become sillimanite, and then further and further and further underground, it would have actually become kyanite. All three are exactly the same gemstone, but in the less pressure of this gemstone near the surface of the earth, she created this crystal structure that grew in 3 different directions, and that's why you see those 3 different colours from the different angles as it comes around. And wait for this, 109 carats on your screen at a price that is absolutely incredible. We're at less than 50 pence per carat already, all faceted. For my 51st birthday, if there's anybody out there who wants to make me a bracelet or a necklace out of one of these, I'll kindly take it. I'll kindly take it for my 51st, first in a year's time. I love this gemstone. I love the fact that as soon as you're wearing it and you move around a bit, you just see all those different colours. It's not like Alexandrite. People say, oh, it's an Alexandrite. No, it's not an Alexandrite. Alexandrite needs different lighting conditions to see the different colours. Alexandrite doesn't show you the same colours under the same light. This is showing you the reds, the greens, and those beautiful chocolatey colours, all under exactly the same lighting condition. What a fabulous, fabulous, fabulous gemstone. I'm so pleased. There's dozens and dozens of you coming in for this, loving this gemstone as much as I do. Is Susan in Flintshire? Is Belinda has come through? I have got Richard and, I can't pronounce that, I'm sorry, Anisha in Somerset. I've got one of our guest designers, Jennifer, coming through in Oxfordshire. Guest designers coming in, always tells you if guest designers are coming in, they love the gemstone as much as I do. That's fantastic. Barbara in Surrey's there. Dozens and dozens of you flooding in for this. What a fabulous, fabulous, fabulous strand indeed. Please bear with the call centre. They're very busy in this hour. Hi, Steve. Great to see you on JM. Looking good. Oh, thank you very much. Always learn lots watching you with your enthusiasm, knowledge, and son. And son. No, he's not here today. I don't think he's. I know what you're thinking. He's in my son's a gemologist. You're thinking he's in my earpiece telling me what to say. He's not. Honestly, I know some of this stuff myself. I did teach him after all. Right. Happy birthday. Good to see you on screen. 28th January. Obviously a great day. One of my sons is 54 today, and one of my grandsons is 4 today. Oh, wonderful to Barbara there in Derbyshire. God bless you, Barbara. Keep coming in. Great deal on your screen. Lots to there. A little bit of a wait on the telephone lines because they're extremely, extremely busy. Shall we go to box number 8 next? Because in box number 8 we have some garnets. Oh my goodness gracious me. These are just perfection. Bring the camera in quickly, quickly, quickly. And these, we're running out of time. The garnets, the colours that we're bringing you. And remember, we do one thing different to most places you get garnets. We leave them completely, completely natural. That was almost a deal I had with Mother Nature years ago, that I love this gemstone. I don't coat them like others. All I do is cut and fasten them beautifully for you. These are just out of this world natural colours. Look how beautiful they are. Can you see how they're a cross between red, strawberry, and almost a bright purple colour? These are amazing. These are from Rajasthan. These are actually found just outside of Jaipur, some 40 kilometres away from where we sort of have a sorting office for you and collecting office. A very, very beautiful gemstone. Here's a gem that was formed around 300 million years ago, deep in the Earth's crust in what we call metamorphic metamorphic rocks, and then exposed through sort of land movements over recent years. It's an area, if you've ever seen the book that I wrote, it's an area that's all done by hand. Everything is mined by hand. Now, this is going to be a showstopper. This is going to be one of those. I've only got another 10 minutes with you. It might be my last auction. It's a shame because I've got so many wanted to get through, but I love this so much. I might even spend the next 5 minutes on this gem. The colour is natural. This is the gemstone that Noah lit up the ark with, it is said in the Bible. It's a gemstone that comes with passion, with love, not just in its colour, but the way it's extracted from the ground by our wonderful team out there just outside of Jaipur in Rajasthan. and the colours are sensational. Can you see the faceting on each and every single piece? How we've said something a little bit different to the lapidus. We haven't done what we did with the aquamarine earlier on, where every single piece was cut to a uniform shape. Here we said the lapidus, use your own imagination. We call this fancy, or sometimes we call it freeform faceting, where we've told the lapidus here, take each one and work out what is the best shape. They're all in the pair, but work out whether you're going to do a flat, one big flat facet, whether you're going to put facets on one side or both sides, but unlock the colour. Unlock the colour, because we all know red garnet normally will go almost black if you don't do it right. But look at this, they've cut them lovely and thinly with the facets on, so you get that scintillation off the surface. Just 7 minutes last, 145 carats in total. Gemstone lovers, these are, no please, Dion, you have to learn, and you don't need to go again. That was already nuts. That was all. Any of these that are left afterwards, I will buy every single strand off you at Jewellery Maker, send back to Jaipur and make this into jewellery for my customers on Gemporia, because these are exquisite gemstones, completely natural, 100% created by Mother Nature 300 million years ago, or approximately 300 million years ago. We always say, Aristotle said, Mother Nature does nothing in vain. Therefore, Mother Nature created these gemstones for one reason and one reason only, and that was to adorn us, for us to wear, for us to treasure. This is jewellery. These are gemstones for the mind, the body, and the soul. These are gemstones that when you wear, you feel spiritually awoken. I always say that any lady that leaves the home without a gemstone on is spiritually naked that day. And this is very much the sort of gemstones that I'm referring to. When you're not wearing gemstones like this, I never leave home without a gemstone. I've got a gemstone always somewhere, whether it be on my watch, whether it be on my bracelet, whether it be a pendant, because without that you are spiritually naked, and that's why we always make sure that we only bring you genuine gemstones at JM. And this is at the height of gemstones for the body, the mind, and the soul, because this is a gemstone that it was there from the beginning. It was there from the very, very beginning. It was one of the earliest gemstones that man ever faceted. It's one of those gemstones that was written about in the Bible by Marco Polo, by Pliny the Elder, by literally everybody you can think of, including Shakespeare. It's a gemstone that is the start of the birthstone chain with January. Do not miss out. About a 4-minute wait on the telephone line, though. Please, please, please do bear with me. Keep coming through. Keep coming through. I want to get one more in there. My last one with you. I'm going to take you all the way to actually one of the most dangerous places to go gemstone mining over recent years, is Colombia. This is, people say origin matters. People say I want a Sri Lankan sapphire, I want a Kashmir sapphire, I want a ruby, and I want that ruby to come from, where's the 2 or 3 most important places, Burma, let's say. But when if you said to 1,000 ladies, where's the one emerald you've got to own? You have to own a Colombian emerald. There's just something magic about the Colombian emeralds. It just completely, breathtakingly beautiful. And you will be able to say that you're one of the very few ladies in the world ever that has seen Colombian emeralds without any enhancement at all. I am blown away by the crispness, by the clarity in these. If you look at every single piece here, look how clean they are. They don't even look like emeralds, let alone Colombian emeralds. And normally Colombian emeralds have to have all sorts of enhancements and fillers and treatments to get any form of beauty out of them. But these are completely unenhanced, completely natural, 10 carats. If you ever work in 18 karat gold, make these into earrings with 18 karat gold, or 9 karat gold, or maybe a couple of bracelets out of the piece. 10 carats of genuine Colombian emeralds. I've never sold a strand of these, even in jewellery myself. This is just so rare and so beautiful. And the deal, well, if this was maybe £1,000 on your screen, that would be £100 per carat. £1,000 would be a good deal. If it was £500 at £50 a carat for Colombian emerald of this quality, it would be a deal. If it was £250, £25 a carat, nobody in the trade would ever believe that it was real Colombian emeralds. If it was £100 a carat, that would be 1,000. If it was £10 a carat, that'd be £100. We're not going anywhere near. I would take and wedge a bet with anybody watching right now, and if you want to press this on record, or if you're on the internet watching, just record it somewhere. I'd wage anybody a bet that at JM or Gempur or anywhere, you will never see Colombian emeralds below £4 or £5 a carat, but here you're seeing them at £2.95 per carat. I wage that as a bet to anybody, and if you did, if somehow it was imaginably possible to get them again at prices like this, I could guarantee, almost guarantee, you could not get that clarity. Because the clarity that you're seeing on your screen is unheard of for natural Colombian emeralds. You can get it if you enhance them, you can get it if you treat them, you can get it if you fill them full of fillers. Not this quality naturally. I mean, just truly, truly beautiful. Well done to Kathleen, to Heather, to Diane, to Dawn, to Janice, to Candy, to Helen and Belinda. Well done to Anna, Margaret. Well done to Claire. Maureen's just bought several of these. Well done, Maureen. I completely agree. That is the right thing to do. Diane is there. About 1 or 2 minute wait on the telephone line. Jane's come through on the internet. Olwyn's there on the internet. Deborah, Rosalind, Carol. Lots of you coming through. This is such an amazing, amazing deal. I'm so pleased for each and every one of you for that special piece, isn't it? It's that special bracelet you're going to make somebody, that special pair of earrings, or you know what? Maybe you're just going to lock it away in your bottom drawer and say, I'm never going to use it. I'm never going to use it. I'm just going to own it. I'm just going to own it. I'm going to tell everybody I've got 10 carats of natural, beautiful emeralds. Well done to everybody. And I would be getting that alongside probably the chrome dioxide that we had earlier on. I'd probably put 1 or 2 of the emeralds coming down a little wire down to the pair at the bottom, and it looks like that look like the most classy earrings that you can imagine. Well done to each and every one of you. Now, Becky is coming back on your screens in a minute. Thank you for being with me. Hopefully I've sold enough for them to let me come back and do a session with you in February. If you don't see me, bye!
Do you want to tell everyone about the great purchase you've made from JewelleryMaker? Do you want to shout about the great service you've received? Then why not download the JewelleryMaker's Viewer